Hey, how are you? Hello, hello. Still getting set up here. Hey, Daniel, what's up, bud? How you doing? Hanging out with the moon for just a bit. We also got Jupiter that we can bounce between. Got the moon and Jupiter. Couple cool targets. Yeah, being the moon. Hi, how you doing, Nagiro? It is cold. It is super cold. V-Town, what's up? How's it going? I see ya. Yo, what up, Darkwing? How you doing, bud? Hi, Beth. Good evening. How are you? Make sure the telescope wants to move around. You are first. That is true. I'm doing good, brother. I'm doing really good. Hi, Bea. Good evening. Gonna move the telescope around just here for a minute. Make sure it's wide awake. It is super cold. Just want to make sure we're good with tracking here. Put us on lunar. Let me disable tracking real quick. Yeah, looks like it's moving. Retrack again. Yeah, looks like we'll be alright. It's a beautiful night. It really is. What's the crown mean? Low day. I'm not too sure. I'm not seeing the crown. Oh, I think it's like people that type first and second, or more. Maybe they'll like it's something to do with top fans. 5:31 for you. Good morning. Good morning. It is now 11:31 p.m. for us. 11:31 here in Kansas City. Oh, the moon is so beautiful tonight. Doing awesome. That's awesome, Beth. Call you Nikki. I got you. Got you. Glad to have you, Nikki. Earned your stripes. There you go, brother. Definitely did. V-Town, thank you for the 100, buddy. I appreciate it. Earned your stripes tonight. Want to touch it at the moon? Yeah. It's 1:31 in the afternoon for you. Dang. What's the temperature like for you, though? Probably a lot better than what we have here. Hey, Jace. What's up, bud? 9:32 in Cali. Even after I catch you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the love and support. I appreciate it. I do appreciate it. I'm trying to get my hands to warm up a little bit more now. Not to haunt your telescope, dang. If you do, man, just kind of move it around for us a little bit here and there. That'd be really nice. I always think, like, if I had a way to move the mount a little bit more while talking about stuff, it'd be so easy. It's hard to kind of focus on moving the telescope, keeping up with the comments. I poured a big slab today, dude. Overcast some worm tape. Dang, man. Oh, I am Mrs. Smith. How are you? Welcome back, by the way, and thank you for the laughing disco. In Peru is 12:32 a.m. Wow. An eclipse somewhere. Yeah, and then North America. We'll get the lunar eclipse. Yep, we will. We will get the lunar eclipse. 33. Oh, 33. 33 to 37. Dude, that is hot. Celsius. That is definitely hot. Power the clouds away, dude. I appreciate it. Hi, Massey. Glad to have you, Massey. Oh, it is so cold. What about for y'all? Anybody not so cold tonight like we are here in Kansas City? Crazy cold and snow on the ground. I got clouds right now. Yeah, no. It is December. Finally, December 1st. We're finally there. This year really went by really fast, though. Got a wet atmosphere. I got you. Crazy cold there in Jersey. Dang, man. I am not looking forward to this cold weather. I'm kind of shivering. I don't know if you guys can tell. I'm still shivering. Like, it is chilly. It is super chilly. Freezing in California. Freezing there in Belfast. Dang. Super bright spot on the right. What's that? On the right. I'm trying to look at it. Right in the middle, or where? Right on the right. Oh, my buddy's trying to call me too. Do I play Roblox? I do not play Roblox. Yo, Rodolph, what's up, buddy? Thank you for the high five. Appreciate that. Hi, KK. Good evening. Good evening. Looks like Critter, yeah. 2 hours of snow for you today. That's crazy. Yo, Robert, what's up, brother? Oh, you hot beverage, my friend. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much, brother. I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Hopefully you're having a good evening. Delhart, Texas. What up, Joshua? How's Texas, guys, tonight? 42 degrees in the East Bay area? Dang. Can't see it at the moment. Far right of the moon, can't see it at the moment. Oh, Aristicus. That's Impact Critter Aristicus. My bad. Yeah, that's Impact Critter Aristicus. We see the flag on the moon, not with the telescope from here. By nature in life, how's it going? I see you. Sorry, in the universe. Good study. NWR type star in the universe. I'm not too much of a star person. I'm planetary. It was out in the night and literally so many stars, but I never saw any galaxies, but it was very bright stars. Supernova or Jupiter out now. Jupiter's out right now. It is out right now. It's super bright. Oh, dude, I appreciate it, Robert. Honestly, thank you. Like WR 102, nice. Kansas City. I'm over in Kansas City. Matt, what's up, buddy? How about that? What's up, Matt? How you doing? This is about space. It is. Yeah, this is all about astronomy here. Hi, Alan. We're in Kansas City, Missouri. You're looking through our telescopes here at the in my observatory here near Kansas City, Missouri. Do you have NASA app to track the space station? I do. I actually use ISS Live. It's a really good one. Do I follow Chuck Astor? I do. I actually like Chuck. He's a good friend of mine. Looking at the same moon you are. You are. Absolutely. Yo, Dark. Thank you, brother. Dude, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. Scoped in on 3i Atlas yet? Yes, we did 2 different mornings now. In the past, about a week ago was the last time we did it. Just being crazy cloudy, but about a week ago. Oh, you work at Pratt sometimes in Kansas? Work in Pratt. Is that the town Pratt? Or is like Pratt Industries? Pratt Industries does like boxes. Not sure which one it is. Point your telescope. Study at Neptune. Dang. Greetings from Miami. What up, Cottis? How you doing? How you doing? Thanks. Mr. Mouth, I appreciate it, bud. Ah, okay, the town. I'm not too sure where Pratt is. I'm not sure where that one's at. Nikki, thank you, Nikki. Thank you for the marshmallow. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. How's my audio, by the way? Is the audio okay? Coming in okay? Move the moon over a little bit more. Like Raka. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I am Mrs. Smith. Thank you as well. Yeah, okay, good deal. Good deal. The moon is so beautiful. Should we zoom in a little bit more? Someone just said, can you zoom in? That's what I was actually thinking. Should we zoom in just a bit? Check out some of the details. Lima Charlie. Nice. Astute. Thank you so much, Astute. I appreciate that. Did you seriously just move me? I did, brother. I did. Yeah. Let's set up a new field of view here on the camera. Let's get a region of interest. Maybe kind of like, I don't know. Is it going to be too zoomed in, y'all think? Probably not. Probably be okay. Let's try it. See if we can zoom in here. Check out some of the details here. It's going to be towards the south pole of the moon itself. See Tycho impact crater right here. That beautiful impact crater right there. It's Tycho, named after Tycho Brahe, a Danish astronomer. It's about 108 million years old, 53 miles wide, 2.5 miles deep, roughly. The bot is on it tonight. Dang, bot, it's being crazy. Love the ejecta, Tycho, dude. Yeah, it's so true. Love the ejecta. It almost looks like little roads in a way. But the ejecta, the debris blown out during the impact, you can see some going right here. Right next to the cat on the moon. Can you all see the cat on the moon? Let me see if I can center it up for the cat on the moon. Can you all see the cat on the moon? See if I can draw on here as well. Alright, where's my mouse? There we go. So here's the cat on the moon right here. You can see its head up here, the ears, the nose comes down, the little tail comes back here, comes back down around. But there's the cat on the moon. That's pretty cool, ain't it? Then we have the witch on the moon. The witch is over here. Right on the edge, you can kind of see her torso. You can see the 2 eyes. Yo, Diego, thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the love and support. That's pretty crazy, you know? Looks like a giant grapefruit. Kind of does. The dark patch, that's Bosonic lava. It's solidified lava on the moon. Never seen the man on the moon? I always see a rabbit. I got you. A lot of, like, it's very common, like in Asia, they see the rabbit on the moon, where here we normally see what looks like the man on the moon. So weird. This is a live camera. Is this a satellite? This is a live camera through my telescope. There's a mouse on the moon. It's man cheese after all, dang. It's so fun when being sacrificed. Dang, why would you want to do that for? Why would you want to do that? Why does it look like there's a line to the right? So that's ejecta. This right here, as you can see coming out from Tycho, this is Tycho impact crater. Right here. That's Tycho impact crater. But it's ejecta. You'll see a lot of ejecta coming out from it. But it's all the debris blown out during the impact. It's really cool. The ejecta is about 1,600 miles, roughly, in length. What's your stream schedule? It depends on the skies. As long as it's clear, I try to go live at night. It's all about the skies. This is AI or real? This is real. This is live. You can see the telescope up here on the very top right. Look way up here. There's the telescope we're using currently. That would be the telescope we're using. And of course, me freezing. I'm starting to shiver a little bit. Tycho stands out the most for you. It does. It honestly does. Is Jenny here? She is. I see Jenny. I see Jenny. There's going to be Copernicus crater right there. Another decent impact crater. We're looking out towards the ocean of storms right here. Let's see if I can kind of come in a little bit more on the ocean of storms. The ocean of storms is going to be right about here. It's pretty wild, huh? I know. Thank you. Honestly, thank you. I think my camera's so cold, it's like getting some weird white line on it. Here's some like really beautiful areas right here. Let me see if I can get my drawing again. So this is the Bay of Roughness, or sorry, the Bay of Rainbows right here. That's the Bay of Rainbows. Almost looks like a shark took a bite out of it. Got Plato Crater, the Sea of Cold up here, and then you got the Sea of Showers right here. Sea of Showers, Sea of Rain, either one. Called either way. Honestly, thank you, Twinkie. Appreciate it. Either Data 31 yet. Data 31. What's Data 31? Rista Kiss is so bright, it's true. Where's the best spot for a base? Inside the lava tubes. Inside the lava tunnel. Get a telescope like this one. This one's about $1,600. The telescope that we're using right now is about $1,600. Hey, what up, mates? How you doing, buddy? How much gracias, one? Muchas gracias, way. Are we looking at right now the moon? Hanging out with the moon for just a bit. Where's the moon rover? On the moon. They're on the moon. I can't see them with this setup. Just gorgeous, gorgeous moon. We have such a beautiful moon. Got the Sea of Serenity. Let's see if we can get the Sea of Serenity, Sea of Tranquility here. A lot of people like the Sea of Tranquility area. See if I can kind of line this up a little better. There we go. Annotate and draw, interact. Alright, so you got the Sea of Serenity over here, the Sea of Tranquility, the Bay of Roughness over here, and this little tiny impact crater right here. And the Apollo 11 landing's right about there, inside that location. Then you got the Sea of Crisis out here. Probably one of the most beautiful features on the moon is definitely going to be the Sea of Crisis. One of my favorite places. Dang, man. Then you got the Sea of Fecundity way over there. Sea of Fecundity right over here. Really gorgeous moon. Missed the full moon, yeah. Hopefully this month we get some really good views of the moon. I'm hoping. We'll see how the clouds go, of course. Apollo 11 site up in the Sea of Tranquility up here. We go the right way. Apollo 11 landing site's right about here. Roughly in that location. Alright, sounds good. Dude, have a good night, man. Have a good night. Gotta get rid of that headache. What is the moon? It's a natural satellite that orbits Earth. How big is the Sea of Tranquility compared to, say, Texas? About the same size as Texas, roughly. Never get to explore the moon in person. I want to explore the moon in person. I personally want it. Want it. Yep, they are called Lunar Maria. Maria are seas, ocean, bays, really beautiful areas though. Really gorgeous areas. Let's move back over towards like the Tycho impact crater. Go back in that area. The South Pole and the Moon just is a really, really beautiful region. It's honestly a beautiful region. No 3i Atlas, not yet. It's not above the horizon yet. Anything on 3i Atlas? We checked it out a few times. It's always amazing how they're just floating in space on these planets, just free falling everywhere, huh? Oh no way, your grandmother helped build the rover. That's so cool. That's so cool. It's the moon. No question the moon. A video of them in Ireland. Look beautiful, so close and so bright in color. That's so cool. That is so awesome. The moon might not want to reveal its weight. Where's the comet? Which comet? There's a lot of comets out. How these seas and bays get their names? Ancient astronomers looked up and they actually thought it was water. The dark patches, just like on, like if you go outside and look up at the moon right now, you see these dark patches, and they thought it was water, and so they started naming them. The seas, the bays, the oceans, the lakes. The moon looked very visible during the day. That's so cool. Hi Don, how are you? Nightbot being savage normal, yeah. It's so true. Jenny's always on it, man. She is always on it. We have a gorgeous, gorgeous moon, though. Let me kind of zoom in a little bit more. We can see some of the smaller impact craters right here. Move it over a little better. Such a stunning moon. You see in some of the impact craters here, you'll see that little tiny peak, and that's called a central peak. The moon is overrated. I think it's underrated. I think people need to really enjoy it. No sweet tea. I do have sweet tea tonight. 3 specific craters in the middle, but them look suspicious. They look suspicious to you. Quit looking suspicious, craters. Who lives on the moon, or in the moon? No one. Hey, what up, Michael? How you doing? How's your night, bud? The race peak. Yeah, absolutely. Tycho's really awesome. Hi, Mr. Rockstar. Good evening, buddy. What part of the moon are the largest caves believed to be? That's a good question. It's probably going to be more towards the 3 C's, like Serenity, Tranquility, and Fecundity. But they sent a whole bunch of nuclear bombs on them. They never did. It's weird, too big. It's almost a double planet. Almost. Why the moon doesn't rotate, even just a little? It does rotate. It rotates on its axis 1 time it orbits around Earth, which is roughly about 27 days, 7 hours, and 43 minutes. Why? Creates our waves. It does. It keeps them in check, honestly. It's not that it creates the waves, but it keeps them in check. Which also causes us to have our, the things that you call like tidal waves, for example. But it keeps it in check. Without the moon, our waves would be insane. Like crazy insane. Crazy insane. 27 degrees tonight in Texas. Oh, no way. That's crazy. It is, I can't even tell you what, 17 degrees here in Kansas City tonight. It does spin. It does spin on its axis. It makes 1 rotation as it orbits around Earth. No, I never worked for Lucky. No. Make sure I got the rest of the comments up there. Don't buy pretty quick. Do we have pictures of the backside of the moon? We do. From 1950s, Luna 3 took the first photos. Now we do it with the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter, though, which is just so super cool. Let me zoom back out. Let's get a little whole view of the moon again. Zoom back out on the camera here. Get a little bit more of the view of the moon anyways. We move it over, center it up a little bit. Our gorgeous moon. Everything on there. Look at the moon. Let's give it energy. Oh, I got Rick. That's right. Hi, Ivan. Thank you so much, bid. I appreciate it, bro. Can you point at the rover landing site? Which one? Which rover? 33 in the middle of Washington State. Pretty cool. I appreciate it. Thank you so much, Carol. There's a man on the moon. The man on the moon is made up of the two C's that are kind of like on the top, and then the nose is that kind of backwards C, and then the mouth is the larger area on the bottom. Makes up the man on the moon. The only alien left now. Yeah, you are. Absolutely. Hi, David from West Virginia. How's it going? How's West Virginia skies? Can we see Saturn's behind trees? I do believe. Let me make sure. I believe it's behind the trees, though. Let me pull up my map. Let me pull up Cardis Lucille here. We'll see if it's behind trees or not. Any of them low insights? Yeah, we will. I'll point them back out again here in a minute. Oh, the moon did not rotate. It does rotate. No, that's good. It don't make you silly. Obviously, it's kind of a tough one. Its rotation is weird. It rotates one time as it orbits around Earth because it's highly locked, or what's called synchronization rotation. Never gonna hit the moon. Makes sense. I doubt it. I think it's there somewhere. What's that? I think what's where somewhere? What? You just camp with a bunch of people? Oh, from the JLV. I live in Michigan. That's so cool. No way. That's so cool. Right now we're using the 8SE. The Celestron 8SE tonight. I appreciate it, Melvin. Honestly, glad to have you. JPL, I knew what you kind of meant. My brain just ain't there yet. I got what you meant. Jet Propulsionary Lab. I got what you meant, though. We have afternoon there. It's already afternoon for you. That's crazy. That's so cool. What time is it for me right now? 11:51 p.m. About midnight. Alright, let me look and see where Saturn is real quick. Now it's finally loaded up. Great. I'll pull myself around here. No, Saturn's way behind trees already. Way back behind trees. We got Jupiter. We got Orion Nebula. We got Pleiades. Kind of things are up in the view right now. Thank you, NHA. Honestly, thank you. 9:51 in Los Angeles. 55 degrees. Dang, that temperature would be so nice. And she's gotta go. I know, dude. Ever see a spaceship? Not from here in Kansas City. If I find Pluto, you'll subscribe. It's already set. Pluto's already set. It's below the horizon already. Really made it up. I appreciate it. Thank you, Gutty. Honestly, thank you. It dried out Earth. Kinda does. Has a little bit of that look. You can see a frog at the top. What? No way. Luna is absolutely beautiful. It's very majestic. Very gorgeous. Hi, Jasmine. How you doing? Nothing, Stuart. Appreciate you, bud. There's currently is erupting methane gas. It's not clouds. What is this? I know. We finally got something in the sky. It's crazy. How cold is space? It depends. It depends on where you're located. There's some really cold areas. There's some decently hot areas. There's some super hot areas. It depends on where you're located. Then you get down to absolute zero, though. Have any astronomy binocular recommendations for under $50? That's a tough one. You might look at Celestron right now and see if they have any good Cyber Monday deals going on. Are you going to show Jupiter, or it's done already? No, we're going to do Jupiter. It's still on the other side, just coming up for us, so we can still get Jupiter. This current view, it is. Yep, this is a live view. This is a live view of the moon right now. It's projections. Okay, cool story. It'll be the hottest spot. Dang. Yeah, this doesn't run nothing. Gas. I know. I was just reading a comment. I got no clue. No clue. A6 has a Celestron. HD 11 inch. It's like, oh, that's so cool. That's really awesome. I seen you post a photo on it. Choose any way to go. Oh, into Jupiter. I don't know. That'd be pretty interesting to get to see Jupiter up close. That'd be pretty interesting. Everything what's on the other side. A lot more impact craters. A lot more. Thanks, Vanessa. I appreciate you. Because I'm hot, dude. Well, when I first saw the moon out of the lens, what was your honest reaction? I don't know. Shock in a sense. Like, I was really young, obviously, when I started using telescopes, but it definitely been a shock. A moment of shock. Just thinking, wow, it's a ton of impact craters on the moon. Hey, Card, how you doing? How's Alaska? You had way too much birthday cake. Are you hyped up? Have a nice camera. You should get one. Or get that one. Nice. The big, pretty rock in the sky. Not like our favorite pet rock. And the moon just you still look at it. I agree. That's kind of how I am, too. You find out what's under Jupiter's moon. Ooh, Europa. In the Andromeda Galaxy right now, we can. There's a hollow celestial body. It isn't a hollow, but it is a celestial body. Concurrently. I bet it is. Balfire in the space rocket. Balfire in space. Interesting. That is interesting. Yeah, that would be interesting. Populated mostly by leprechauns. That's crazy. Oh my goodness. What's the best weird thing that you ever saw when you make videos like this? People in my chat. What? People in my chat by far. Lower left, or at the bottom, that's Impact Tycho. Impact Tycho, named after Tycho Brahe. Moon's name Luna. In Spanish, it's Luna. Spanish is Luna. Then you get into Mond, Moon. English name for it would be Moon with a capital M. Moon was part of Earth's sister. It was part of Earth itself, and then an impact from Theia. Whether you want to consider Theia Earth's sister or not, I think that's just like kind of a weird concept, but Theia itself. Like the lines from the impact, yeah, the ejecta, all the debris blown outwards. I think that's a really interesting feature, especially from some of the more prominent impact craters. Getting to see the ejecta that comes out from them makes them interesting. Light spots on the moon, younger impact craters. These are younger impact craters. Hadn't had time for the solar winds to come through and start to bring down their alveoli. How you doing? How you doing? Discovered yes, upper atmosphere around your Do I think there's actually some sort of life on the moon? Nope. No life on the moon. How come I didn't live, but Earth lived? If they were one. Just because of how things work. I think your question is more about why rather than how. I think that's what you're asking is more why rather than how. How is a whole deep dive of thing. You really get more into perspective on how. Also, peaceful now craters left from nuclear dang. That's crazy. Hey, what up, Drew? How's it going, bud? What equipment are you using? Do exclamation point telescope. He'll type it out. They see the lights on the moon. Is that there are moon people? It does. It's just younger impact critters in the way that the camera itself picks them up. What if their mass have been very fast? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The impactor is much smaller than the impact craters that we see. They're mostly caused from like seismic wave events. My furs, I see ya. Always want to know the outline of the bunny shape. Warm, I would never see it. So the bunny is different. The bunny is something most people like in Asia tend to see compared to what we see. I don't know why either. There's other things that look like bunnies on the moon or even fox. For example, if I find my mouse, like this kind of looks like a fox here. There's another area over here. It kind of looks like a bunny, but the bunny itself makes up a very large region of the moon. The same for like the man on the moon. The man on the moon in the eyes. I mean the man on the moon. And then you got like what looks like a little cartoon character right here. Looks like he's sitting down like on something. And you got his nose and whatnot. It looks like he's like sitting there playing like kickball or something. Just really well. Hey, what up, Dallas? How you doing, bro? Good evening, buddy. Looks like an acne scars, but much better looking, right? Absolutely. Bright lights like city lights in certain regions. Yeah, it's just how the camera's picking up the younger impact regions. Hey, Roxio, how you doing? Yo, what up, Bull? How you doing, buddy? Let me see the man on the moon for the first time. Oh, no way, that's awesome. That's crazy cool. Base is so cool, that's true. Is this real? It is, yeah. This is a live view of the moon right now. And the moon, if you look at the upper right of the moon, you'll find set of footprints. Well, this footprint says you got an man sitting on a rock. Yeah, the one you're talking about, the rocks right here. This guy right here. That guy sitting on the rock. It's like looks more like a cartoon character to me. Where's the pyramids? There's no pyramids on the moon. Think you can see the planets from the moon? You can. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. His voice with the toilet music so relaxing. Dang, dude. Or dang. Sounds good, Grocer. It looks awesome. It is. The moon is so beautiful. You guys want to check out a really cool target? Want to see something else real quick? I don't know how fun it would actually be, but we're just looking at the map. You guys want to see a really cool target real quick? That'd be hard to do because of the moon being really close. We're using to make this live. I use Streamlabs desktop. Guy playing Bell. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me for sure. Definitely not hollow. Yo, Juice, what's up, buddy? Thank you so much. How's your night, bud? How's your night? Knowing the moon had a visible impact lately, or most recently, a couple of years ago, a Japanese astronomer actually captured a impactor. That's the last one that I can remember, though. Well, I've shown the moon. Yeah, that's why I don't watch Y-Files. Y-Files make you go a little not normal. The Andromeda Galaxy is visible. It is right now. Ring like a bell? We know it ring like a bell. But do you actually know what that means to ring like a bell? Do you actually know what that means? That would be the real question. Let me try this real quick. Let's see if we can see Andromeda real quick. The moon's going to make it kind of tough, but let's try. Let's kind of swing over just a bit here. You can see the telescope's not going to move very far at all. I want to see if we can see the beautiful Andromeda. Let the mount settle for a minute. We'll take a photo. It's not hollow. Get 2 to 4 inches of snow today. Yeah, same here. We got about 3. Crazy stuff. Alright, let me take a quick photo here. Let's see if we can see Andromeda. Or at least some stars. I can see some stars, so let's place off. See if we can place off and then put Andromeda right in the center. Do 30 second time? Oh man. Really don't even have to do 30 seconds when it comes to Andromeda. It's so bright. There it is. Here comes the core coming in. Let it kind of settle for a minute, and there's Andromeda out there. Andromeda is much larger. The only problem that we're going to have is that the moon's way too close. Like way too close. There's Andromeda out there hanging out doing Andromeda things. Let me speed the camera all the way up real quick and then we'll go back to the moon. The moon! And we move ourselves back over. It's going to be really bright, y'all. Be ready for that. Oh, let me cancel this. Can I cancel it before it gets there? Ooh, I got to turn down that brightness. That's going to be so bad. Okay, now let's go. The moon. Actually, make it over here. Make it easier on myself. Alright, let's go. It's getting ready to be so bright. Should be getting close, are we? Oh yeah, I forgot to actually connect, click, and slew. See how far we are. The moon. Still gotta get the brightness down though. The moon. We'll back up a little bit. Poor camera is super cold. This telescope, the 8SE. This one's the 8SE. The Betelgeuse visible in the telescope it is. Andromeda really is beautiful. Really is really beautiful. To start with, depends on what you want to do, honestly. It's kind of a really hard question. I would say look at videos though. It'd be the best thing to do. Or even go to like the local astronomy club and check out some of their telescopes. Get a feel for what you want to do. They look like lights. These are younger impact craters on the moon. And what it is, just how the camera's picking up all that brightness. So let me really show you in a sense here. Like if I do this, they really kind of stand out, makes them look super bright. Obviously, if we pull that up, my bad, and you kind of pull out a little bit properly, you notice they're really not all that bright. Grab proper exposure here though. There we go. They're really not that bright. Not like how they kind of look. Best lens for Jupiter. I like zoomable lenses myself, and especially the SV-Bony's 7 to 21 millimeter zoomable lens. I think it's a really good lens, to be honest. You keep moving a lot, or does the moon stay in the same frame? For the most part, it stays in the same frame. If you look on the image there, up there on the top left, you see the white part. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger though. So this is the mount on the telescope. Let me kind of make it work a little better. There we go. So this is the camera. This is my automatic focuser. And then this is the mount. This white area here is the mount. And this is designed to actually track objects through the sky automatically for us. Then of course that big orange thing, this is a bunch of glass, aluminum, and where the light comes in. Hits it, comes back, hits this mirror. So it goes in first through what's called a corrector plate. And then it hits a primary mirror that's back here. It bounces the light off of the primary mirror, hits a secondary mirror, which is about right here. And that gets sent right back to the optics. Wonder what's outside the universe. That's a great question. How much does it cost? The telescope itself is about $1,600. The telescope that's up there. It's right about $1,600 so for that telescope. How many earnest jokes do you get? Seriously, it's way too many. And they're never original. They're always the same thing over and over. Always the same thing over and over and over. Moon phase we're in waxing gibbous ring. Is the moon real? I would hope so. Earth and they're coming together. No, because its impact would have been from Theia, not the moon itself. This is a Celestron. Yep. This one's the Celestron 8 SE. Come on, pull back over a little better here. There we go. Waxing gibbous. Point telescope at the sun. We do. We got solar pitters. Saturn's already behind trees. It's getting ready to set for us. Really low on the horizon. Got your glowing planet stickers, Ray. That's so cool, Drew. That's awesome, man. There's a rover on the moon there. Hey, what up, Christopher? How you doing, brother? How's your night? Didn't notice you were in tonight. What's your favorite asteroid? Ooh. That's a tough one. Probably Ceres, even though it's a dwarf. But I'd probably go Ceres, though. How long have I had the 8SE? I've had the 8 for about 3 years, roughly. Roughly about 3 years. What's up, Sean? How you doing? Welcome in. Hey, why? How's it going? You ever seen anything out of the ordinary while star watching? Honestly, no. Honestly, I have not. Do you think the moon looks like Earth, but only in black and white? No, not even close. Not even close. Of you and the real thing. I appreciate you, Bethany. Have a good night. Thanks for hanging out with us. Hey, Antonio, how you doing? How's your night? How was your night? Just let me know. You live in Australia? It is. Welcome in, Paul. How long are before Jupiter? Got to go to bed? We can try to swing over Jupiter real quick. We don't have the zoom yet. Later on, we'll probably put in a different camera and then actually get the zoom, but we can swing over that side of the sky real quick. Go check it out. Hey, Intelligence, how you doing? Do a close up, please. We will. We'll zoom in a little bit more on the moon here in a minute. Yeah, see, but I'm struggling with photography. Yeah, the 8SE is really not that good of a telescope for astrophotography, to be honest. That's a decent one. It's just not the greatest. This road is. Easy for me, but other plans to struggle with. Got the SI 1670 AC. Gotcha. You got a new mount, or are you just using the wedge mount that came with the 8SE? something anyone can do. I mean, you can definitely get out and do astronomy. It's not tough. I see Jupiter right in the center. Get this big old screen off my way. It's going to be a little bit of dot right now. We're not going to get too crazy with our view, but let me pull back over. See if we can find some moons too. We'll put in a different camera here in a bit. Check that out. I can see all 4 moons currently. You can see 3 right here, and then there's another one. Let's see if I move it over far enough. Can you guys see it right here underneath the telescope? You can see Callisto. Looks like Callisto, and then I'm going to guess Io, and then Ganymede, then Jupiter, and then on the bottom one is going to be Europa. That's going to be my guess. That'd be my guess on which one we're seeing right there. So the 4 Galilean moons hanging out with us tonight. It's always a beautiful view. Kind of come back and we see the bands right now. Kind of make out the bands a little bit. Kind of see the bands. It's crazy cool, ain't it? But those Galilean moons are just awesome. Always awesome to get to see. Yo, God of War, how you doing, buddy? I see ya. How's your night, dude? Callisto, Europa, Ganymede, Jupiter, and Io. Dang, I got Io and Europa backwards. Darn. I was close. I tried. Where's the big bear in the sky? Almost, yeah. Always beautiful, though. We'll do more zooming in on Jupiter here later. We'll put in a different camera and get it set up. Jupiter has a lot of heat near its core and then gets really cold out towards the atmosphere. Like a lot of heat, 25,000-30,000 degrees near its core. It gets really cold near the atmosphere, like 250 degrees below. Really, really cold. Another cool target, since we're over here. Let's see if we can do this one real quick, too. Let's go just a bit further over here. Yeah, these are real views. We will get closer. Not just yet, though. We got to change over the camera. Got to use a different camera to do so. I'm going to try something here real quick. Let's see if we got enough light. Let me back up a little bit, too. See if we can get enough light to come in. I see him. Can y'all see him there? It's kind of tough to see him right now. Let me move it over a little more. Bring him up over here. Let me know if you guys can see this. We'll try to focus in a little better. See some space gas there? Gas and dust out in space. How cool is that? You enable tracking properly. I'm gonna have to focus here though. Alright, let's try to focus a little bit. Looks like we need to go the other way. That's gonna be the trapezium and the core of Orion, the Orion Nebula. Sorry, should say that properly. That's going to be the Great Orion Nebula right here. And you can see the trapezium where the 4 stars are together inside the little bit of space gas there. Let me take a photo now. Let's grab like just a 4-second photo. It'd be really cool to see. Watch how gorgeous this is. Check that out. Isn't that awesome? I don't know why we're in mono. Let me come out of mono. Let's go into a color view. I don't know how I turned it into mono, but we went into monochrome. Right here is going to be the Great Orion Nebula that we're looking at. The beautiful Great Orion Nebula. About some of the brightness a little bit. Try anyways. I'll stretch the histogram a little better. Ain't that cool though? This is going to be a stellar nursery right there. Look how just crazy beautiful it is. This is so gorgeous. I know we're really zoomed in too. Let me kind of back up a little bit more. I want to move the scope just a bit more here. Let's move the scope down a little bit like that. Hi Angel, how you doing? How's your night? Alright, I'm going to set us up on default coloring. 128, 128. Set up our gamma correctly too. Okay. Lost some of the brightness here. We're going to take a, I don't know, what you guys think? 15-second or 30-second photo? 15 seconds or 30-second photo? First number, I'm going to go for it. What up, Joseph? How you doing? 30? Alright, 30 it is. Let's get it. Let's go stack this for just a second here. It'd be kind of fun. Run an 8-bit. I probably should have done 16-bit, but it'll be alright. It'll look cool. Yo, Rumpy, thank you so much for the happy boot, bud. I appreciate it. 30 is so clear. Yeah, it's going to come in gorgeous, too. It's going to be really beautiful. Turn off the histogram stretch. Reset everything here. Not just way too bright when it comes through. There it comes. Correct the histogram. Bring in some of the brightness there. There it is. You see the Great Orion out there. So cool, ain't it? And of course a bright old moon too. The moon makes it really hard to do stuff like this and get decent views, but check that out. Always a gorgeous view of the Great Orion. Beautiful stellar nursery. Hi, Elaine. How you doing? Alright, let's do this. Speed it back up. Speed up our camera again. I'm gonna turn up some brightness. You guys can just see the crazy space dust out there doing this thing. And we're gonna swap to the other side of the sky again. Come back over here. And we on our way. Dang it. I gotta stop for a second. I keep forgetting to turn down the brightness. I know it's gonna be so bright when we get here. The moon is just way too bright to be doing that. Let me actually push it from over here too. Moon and there we go. Now we'll move the telescope. You guys want to see the telescope that's moving around? I'll make it a little bit bigger for a minute here. Watch it fly around. This is the 8 SE. The telescope's the 8 SE. Around away from us about 1500 to 1600 light years away. Alright, here we go. Kind of pointing off to the north right there. Northwest. I'm here on Earth. I am on Earth with you. The moon. Get the telescope back out of the way. We'll have to get it back in focus here too. Easiest way for me to get it in focus is kind of zoom in a little bit. So let's set an area of region of interest here. Come into it. That's like one of the easiest ways that I've learned to actually focus the telescope and just start going at it till you get looking decent. We just went right past it. Back the other way a little bit. Yeah, not too bad, is it? It look alright? Hopefully it looks okay. Then, see some of these impact craters right there. They're so cool, aren't they? Let me get some more brightness though. Actually see it a little better. Check out some of these impact craters. Crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy beautiful. Do a little bit more focus here. Right about there should work. Watch back, my cooking anxiety is over. That's so funny. That's so funny. The dwarf mini telescopes, like the dwarf 2 and dwarf 3. Yeah, I got the dwarf 2. There's supernova from Andromeda going ticker. No. I mean, there's always supernovas going on in the universe. Andromeda itself has a lot of stars, double what we have. So it has supernovas, but there's not a supernova that we can say is going to occur at what point. We know that all stars do get to the end of their life. Some go supernova, some go nova. But there's not one that we could just say, hey, it's going to happen. If that kind of makes sense to you anyways. Got to get the controls down tonight. Controls are being kind of wild for me. Alright, let me pause some of the brightness. There we go. This is the moon, yeah. Hanging out the moon right now. I'm going to pull up a pad. Make it easier to kind of move around the moon. There we go. Make it a little bit easier. Love this stuff. That's awesome. What's up, Tinka? How you doing, buddy? Welcome back. How's your night? You look at stars. We're looking in the past. Every single thing you look at, whether you're looking up looking down, looking around. Every single thing you look at's in the past. It takes light time to travel. Most of these impact craters are from asteroids, yeah. Yo, what up, programmer? How you doing? How's your night? The moon looks like a watermelon. It kind of does. It kind of does have that kind of view to it. Honestly, it does. Thank you, Dallas. I appreciate you, brother. Love you. Yeah, man. The moon is gorgeous. There's so much to enjoy when looking at the moon. So much to enjoy up here. I think Cynthia. Randy Compute, if you want to count that. Dang. Kind of looks like a golf ball, yeah. I could see that too. You too, nice. How fast the moon is moving? Yeah. The Earth's rotation is insane. Most of what you're seeing right now, this is the Earth's rotation. Pretty wild. It's kind of fading in and out. We're getting near trees. Probably are, actually. Gonna be getting near trees soon. Could have been just a little bit of clouds pushing through. Sea of Serenity coming in. Got the Sea of Serenity right there. Sea of Tranquility. Did they remove footage? No. Dude, like all my videos, I just leave here on YouTube. I leave everything on YouTube myself. They're live, you think? What's that? Like, is there life on the moon? You ever see UFOs? I do not. Or factor 9 engaged. That's great. Someone just left a comment on my video. Says your moderator is a trip. Apparently you cannot comment in all capital letters. NASA chat the live stream. I'm sub. Get a real mod. Dang. I gotta get rid of the bots. I mean, it's kind of a tough one. Obviously, some people just don't understand, I guess, but it's kind of tough. You think there's life out there? I think so. I think there's life out there. I'm gonna test up for my kid. Which one do you recommend? Probably like a tabletop Dobsonian. Look up tabletop Dobsonians. It'd be probably the best choice, to be honest, especially for a kid. He did tell me, man. At least he left a comment. Then you can beat the bot. You gotta try harder, right? Binoculars are really good too. Yeah, absolutely. Binoculars, tabletop Dobsonians, really good for kids, for sure. You kind of move over here and let the moon kind of drift through for a minute. There's the weirdest thing you ever seen. Oof. One night I was actually streaming the moon. This was like 4 or 5 years ago now. And I heard some weird noises and seen some flashing lights going through the sky. And like I look over, dude, and like I'm like, what is going on here? And then the lights got a little bit brighter. I started hearing what sounded like metal hitting other stuff. Metal hitting like pavement. It was super weird. But I gave it like a couple of minutes. It seemed like a couple of minutes anyways. And then what I realized is my neighbor driving home in his Ford pickup truck, and headlights were hanging off and muffler was dragging on the ground. Bolts were flying through the sky. I don't know. It's crazy. Ford drivers, I tell you. People drive Ford. It's probably the most wildest thing. Speed of light in the moon in rotation easily. Can we calculate the speed of the moon in rotation easily? Are you speaking of like how fast the moon itself rotates? We can do that based on its orbit around Earth, since it's synchronization. Any transient lunar phenomena? I have not. I have not. Personally haven't. So dumb, I know. Fords and the Chiefs. Oh man, this year the Chiefs are definitely bad, dude. Yeah, absolutely, definitely bad. New generation astronomers would depends to be able to sit and chat, watching the moon in this detail, right? Dude, I couldn't even imagine. Like, imagine even astronomers even 30 years ago, just waking up and seeing what we can do nowadays. It's insane. You think there's other planets like Earth? It's a tough one. Honestly, like, that's a really, really tough one. I'm kind of teeter-totter on that one. And sync rotation-wise change anything? I mean, out of sync rotation-wise? Honestly, not rotation-wise. Like, obviously, we'd have issues with gravitational forces together. We'd no longer be gravity locked to each other, or tidal locked. So there would definitely be those issues. But it's kind of a catch-22 of what's going on there, I guess. It depends on, I think there's too many different variables missing in that equation. Our ancestors would be and all. Yeah, for sure. Yep, the 90s. Yeah. You think there's a chance single-cell life on Europa? I think we're about 50-60% roughly. Percent of fire more greater than NASA. Joe or Jose, man, I had knowledge of. Well, of course. Like, we only know what we can observe and test. Said something flew by. Did we get a bat or something fly by? I must have missed it. You ever see satellites paddling by? Sometimes we do. Sometimes we capture satellites when they fly through. You just got to have enough brightness up, though. You really see them like in the early evening hours, like probably like an hour and a half after the sun sets to about an hour and a half before the sun rises. You think we're alone? I don't think we are. Just mathematically, I don't think so. Pepper jack cheese or blue cheese? Oh, dude, I'd go blue cheese for sure. Like, I love pepper jack cheese, but blue cheese would be something. If the moon was made out of blue cheese, that would be something for sure. That would definitely be something. It's Gouda. Dang. Gravitation on the moon. It's about roughly about a sixth of what we have here. Roughly about a sixth of what we have here on Earth. Where's the light coming from the moon? It's going to be from the sun. The sunlight bouncing off of the moon and then being sent here to Earth so we can see it. Sharp cheddar. Do you know the deepest depth of our oceans? The Mariner Trench. I cannot remember how deep it is, though. I would say a number, but I know I'm going to be wrong. I was on the class and I was wondering, would there ever be a time in our galaxy we collide with another galaxy? Right now, we're actually colliding with one called the Sagittarius Dwarf Galaxy. Where's the sun now? On the other side of the other side of Earth for me. 3 miles deep. There you go. 3 miles deep. And don't forget on personalized switch. Oh, that's awesome. That's so cool, Denny. Glad to have you, by the way. Yep, really. 24,000 feet. Sun is in Jace's sky right now. That is true. It is over in your sky. Ooh, we went way off the screen, didn't we? My bad. Was not paying attention. So big. Space is just like massive. It's so hard to just even understand how massive space is. It really is. How fast are you getting? What do you mean? We're colliding with another galaxy right now. We are. That is correct. Cause an impact on Earth. Could that ever cause an impact on Earth? What's that? I'm not too sure what you mean by could that. What's that? I'm sorry. What is that when the moon hits your eyes? It's like a big pizza pie. That's a mole. American flag on the moon. Which one? There's a lot of American flags on the moon. A lot of them. Right about there. Over there, up there. You see Phobos and Deimos. We can when Mars is above the horizon. We're colliding with the Sagittarius Dwarf Galaxy. Make light reflecting on the emitting from them. Good job, guys. Colliding with another galaxy cause Earth any problems? Honestly, no. Because it's just how much space is in between things. You see a lot of like star initiation and stuff like that where the galaxies merge. Eventually their black holes typically merge together. But there's just so much space in between. Like, of course, we think about like the moon or planets, and even then there's a lot of space in between us. But imagine stars, just how much space is in between stars. That's pretty crazy. Number 1 Tekka, number 2 Aristicus. Nice. I like the order, man. That's a good one. Almost 36,000 feet deep. Now look at that. That's crazy. 36,000 feet. The man on the moon watches you back. Dang. Hey Cosmic, how you doing? How's your night? The galaxy we're climbing with, yeah, it won't do nothing. And a lot of space in between years sometimes. You see Jupiter in your scope, we can. Absolutely. How important is the moon to the Earth? Very important. It does a lot of things for us. Obviously keeps our rotation in line, in check. It keeps us from wobbling. It kind of slows down our days, so we're getting slower as time goes. Keeps our ocean in check as far as like waves go. Does a lot of stuff. And a lot of wildlife also use like the moon for things like hibernation and whatnot. Got to watch the Falcon 9 launch earlier. That's so cool, man. No way, that's so cool. They're Atlas, not about the horizon yet. They're about 100 light years apart, right? Yeah, they're like, it's crazy. Yeah, they're really far apart. Two stars cannot be too close to each other. They can be, in theory, they can be, but usually gravitational forces do different things. Whether they tend, what normally happens, they kind of kick each other outwards. How far away is the galaxy we're colliding with? Ooh, I cannot remember where it's at. Collision. I don't think it's in. So we're in the Orion arm, and I don't remember which arm it's actually colliding with. Yo, Las Vegas, thank you for the floating heart. I appreciate that. Stargazer's mom, how's it going? Thank you for the floating heart. I appreciate you both. Hello, honestly, hello. How's your night? We're on the moon for moonlight day. For the most part, not necessarily 100% though. Because even then, you see nocturnal animals and pests, or pests, I should say, still go out even when we don't have a nighttime moon. So it does happen. Bats also look out there. They use their eyes. Look how it glitters. It glitters in the eyes. Oh, it's just a view. I like checking out the oceans now. Oh yeah, that's so cool. Yeah, absolutely. I'm more like volcanoes though. I prefer volcanoes over the ocean. Do you think that we really went to the moon? Absolutely we did. Sensor stable for not so much. That's true. The possible to see a lost machine in the moon and the Earth by scope. Do what? You think NASA ever made it to the moon? Absolutely. We don't even have to use NASA for the source, and we can use Japan, China, India, and Russia for the sources of those that verified. Especially when you think about USSR, the one that we're in the space race with, that took photographs of the objects to verify that we made it there. So we don't even have to use NASA at the end of the day to verify. Yo, Rage, thanks for the thumbs up. Appreciate it, buddy. Appreciate that. When the galactic collision happens, no stars will collide due to the great distance. For the most part, that is correct. What is that thing? The moon. Right here's the moon. Right. Hey, what up, Dark Rants? How you doing? How's your night? Works better would it just expand and shrink to a white dwarf? In a sense, expand. So it would puff out its atmosphere, which would become a planetary nova and would leave behind its core, which would be called the white dwarf star. And the moon here, what's creepy stuff going on? Nah, they did not land on the moon, says Ricardo. No one cares how you're feeling, so when these events of system, it kind of does, don't it? Yeah, it does. India helped us in the space race. A lot of different countries actually did. Sarcastic mom, again, thank you so much for the marshmallow. I appreciate that. Thank you. You think it's made of Swiss cheese? Nice. You see stuff from the Apollo from that telescope? I cannot. Was the solar system a sphere as it starts? No, it's more of a disk. It's more of a disk. The SSR sent the first human, satellite, animal, etc. to space. Why did NASA win the space race? It's just the race to the moon. I think it comes back to putting something on, like putting mankind on another object. And I think that's kind of where that mindset comes to, the space race, winning space race. Honestly, USSR won for the most part when it came to a lot of tech craft. USSR won. If there's anything that great achievement, that would be putting man on the moon itself, which I think that's where the concept of, we won that space race. Go supernova, we wouldn't need to tell you. Oh yeah, no, it'd be crazy. Try to see the moon inside. But no, just no. Dang it, Daniel. You boys on the Benhammer room, the first case have started. Yeah, it happens. Does it bother you that people think the Apollo program was fake? Nah, I don't worry about it. I mean, everybody's entitled to their opinion, whether they're right or wrong. That's a whole different story. But everybody's entitled to their opinion. And I find people that come in and try to make that argument in an astronomy live, I feel bad for them, because that those are the kind of people that even when their friends' parents try to bring up their name, their parents even quickly change the subject so they don't have to talk about their kids. Kind of feel bad for them, for real. But Jesse, thank you so much for the 100. I appreciate it, bud. Yeah, Swiss cheese on your pizza. Ooh, no way. That's so awesome. That's super awesome. Jesse, again, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate it. When I build life at the moon instead of on Mars, which they will. Eventually, there'll be a base on the moon to be able to get to Mars. For sure. Eventually, you're going to have to do that. It's a lot easier to lift off the moon than it is from Earth itself. A lot of different things here. One, the gravity. Two, the atmosphere, and so on. A lot easier to lift off the moon. But getting further out away from the sun is kind of the goal. Take the blast. Extended that far across the entire face. It's a massive. Yeah, they're really massive. The ejecta lines are crazy coming out of Tycho. When people try to push the issue, but can't back up, they're saying, well, yeah, the math side. Should use Starship to shoot oil and plans to move. Oh, dang. Or to Mars. I got what you're saying. Where's Mars? Below the horizon right now. Find the blue crater. It's not one that it's something you got to take a photograph of. It's not one that you just look at and you start seeing, by the way. I gotta try to even remember where that actually is. I think, if I remember right, it's like, I think we're almost in the area. I think it's in this region somewhere. The turquoise area. What's a critter called? Which one? This one right here was Tycho. I'll go back to it. It's gonna be Tycho. That one there's Tycho. Beautiful Tycho. What's your most interesting critter on the moon in your opinion? Definitely Tycho. This one right here. This is my favorite impact critter on the moon. Sky colonies on Venus instead of Mars. It's about the atmosphere problem. No, you just want to get further away from the sun. You don't want to get closer. What does the gravity on the moon and Earth cause it to crash into each other? It's a good question. So everything's in motion. The moon itself is rotating around the barycenter. We're rotating around this barycenter. But everything's in motion. You got that centrifugal force trying to pull them outwards. The moon itself even leaves us about 1.437 inches per year, roughly. Doesn't Mars have water on it? It does. What's the thing in the middle of the craters? It's going to be called a central peak. These little areas that you see inside of them, these are called central peaks. Where are the illuminated spots? Just younger impact craters on the moon. There may be even an ocean under Mars. There was a little bit of detection back in, I can't even remember now, 2016, 2017 from LiDAR that detected what appeared to maybe be a little bit of a small ocean, not like a ton of water, but underneath, which would be really interesting if that does come to fruition. Yo, what up, D-Vids? How you doing, buddy? Why does the moon keep the same face? Facing towards us, it is gravitationally locked to us, or tidally locked to us. Gets a mountain in the middle. It does, central peak. We're seeing the Apollo mission was being fascinated with the universe. Our gravity in the moon will fly away. It's like a rope pulling the moon. That is true. Yo, Jesse, thank you for the GG, buddy. I appreciate it. What's the moon made of? About 96% of the same stuff that you see here, but at the end of the day, we call it rock. We call it rock at the end of the day, but about 96% of the same isotopics that we find here on Earth. Yep, the younger the impact crater, the brighter it's going to be for us. And the higher the outlier. D-Vids, what's up, brother? How you doing, man? How's your night? Sounds good, Martin. Have a good night, bud. Well, mostly silicates, for the most part, yeah. There's a huge silicate layer underneath the crust. There's a second lot, even if it wasn't having for it. We need a filtration mask. Go outside. Yeah, absolutely. Is there mountains on the moon? There are. There's quite a bit of mountains on the moon. Ever seen a real moon rock in person? I do have a, I got one myself. I actually have a lunar meteorite. First time finding the channel. This is nice. I appreciate having you, by the way, Shem. Definitely appreciate having you. Winter nights give a clear view of clear views of the stars. It is so true. Winter nights definitely give the best views. Hey Pedro, what's up, buddy? How you doing? How did the moon form from the impact from Theia? Then we got a ring a little iron ball started to form, start collecting all the dust from the ring. Whether two moons formed at the same time or one, that's kind of still up for debate, but from the impact from Theia, the Great Impact hypothesis. This is one nice rock, that is true. That's true. How come on moon internet? What exactly do you mean? Not too sure what you mean. Build a launch station on the moon instead of fighting gravity on Earth. That's kind of the plan. That is the plan. What's on the far side of the moon? A lot more impact critters. Can you point the camera to a moon mountain, please? Yeah, absolutely. We can go over to like the Sea of Showers, which has a lot of them in it. Let's kind of come over just a bit here. Kind of come down just a bit and over. There's some really beautiful mountains in this region. You even have a valley. I don't know if you can see the valley very well. We're just in the wrong illumination period to be able to see the mountains really well, but you got the Alpine Valley and the Alpine Mountains right here. You see the valley going kind of from like the bottom right to the top left, right in the mountain ranges. It's my favorite space ball, Earth by far. Earth by far. But we never see the dark side. Yeah, we never see the far side. We always see the near side. Never see the far side of the moon. Not from Earth. That straight line, yep. That straight line is the Alpine Valley. The beautiful Alpine Valley. You can see some mountain ranges right here as well, going around where the Bay of Rainbows is. Or the shark bite on the moon. Some more mountains over there. The diamond ring on the moon right there, right next to the witch. The moon does rotate. It rotates, it orbits around Earth. Got property at the moon, nice. It orbits and it rotates. Unpronounced crater is C. That's pretty cool. Mysterious moon. How big is the mountains? The highest mountain peak's like 18,000 feet tall, and it's Mount Huygens. Send a rover to Mars, nature and found sandstones. They usually set of water. There are different things that were detected on there. I mean, obviously we know water is common on Mars, or was common on Mars. That's pretty well knowledge at this point, though. We only see one side of the moon. We only see one side of the moon, but we see about 59% because of a process called libration, or what looks like it wobbles as it orbits around us. Is the Martian poles enough to signify water? Yeah, absolutely. Ice water. Absolutely. Why can't we see the dark side? Because its rotation is the same as its orbit around us. It rotates every 27 days, 7 hours, and 43 minutes. And the reason we don't see the far side is because it does rotate. If it didn't rotate, then we would see the far side. And I think the easier way to think about it is like if you hold your phone in front of you and do a 360, you always see the screen. But if you have someone watch you, they'll see the phone make that one rotation as you spin around as well. Or even if you record out the back camera and you do that 360, you're still seeing the same side, but your camera's seeing all around that room, which means it rotated. Property must be cheap. Yeah, you can't buy anything out there, by the way. Put something there. Any ideas? Put something there, like telescopes would be awesome on the far side. Like seeing the moon in the daytime. Oh yeah, me too. Absolutely, me too. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I learned something. It happens. It's all good. I think, like, I'm not sure why most people don't even understand the moon rotation. I don't know. And maybe it's just not taught very well anymore. Like things that should be taught in school that really don't get taught very well. Kind of back up. Just actually, let me do a little bit more. Let's see if we can focus a little better or not. Gonna be like really close to focus, but not quite there. I'm gonna hold off right here before I mess up too much on the focus. What if we try to see the moon in noon? Well, it depends on the day. It depends on the season, because sometimes the moon, sometimes the sun at noon is above your head exactly at noon, and other times it's not, so it just depends. You can connect with the other astro labs sometimes. We don't have a permanent man base on the moon. Eventually, I think we will. Saturn's already set for me. Saturn's already below the horizon. All the craters, no atmosphere. The moon got pelted a lot. Most of the impacts that we see, though, came from the Great Bombardment period. Be the best spot for a base. That is true. Definitely. Hi, Jupiter. How you doing, by the way? But the moon is locked. How do we know its highest mountain? We actually LiDAR. LiDAR is a tool that's used with laser to be able to detect height based off of satellite. So you got the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter that's going around mapping out the moon. And it does a really good job. But LiDAR is the terminology you're looking for. We haven't taught our political system in America anymore. Hi Karen, how are you doing? How's your night? Maybe I'd love to learn about space and everything, and that's so cool. About noontime moon. It just depends on where you're looking. Like, for example, at noon I can see the moon coming up over the horizons. I can see it in different areas of the sky. That's kind of a tough one. Like at noon you can see the moon. I'm not too sure where the actual initial question went, but the sun itself, when it's right above you, makes it hard to see a lot of stuff. LiDAR is straight magic in how it works. It is true. It really is. Hi Linda, good evening. How are you? I'm doing great. How are you? Colorado Springs. What up, Justin? How you doing? How's Colorado Springs tonight? Is materialistic or spiritual or both? Or neither? I don't get it. Like, honestly, it's not my thing either way. Is the moon's surface hot when facing the sun? Like, really hot? It is. About 240, 250 degrees above Fahrenheit. I'm glad I was in the movie Paranormal Activity. That's pretty cool. They use those Xbox Kinetics to be able to, like, detect, like, motion. Or not motion, but I don't even remember how they do it. I've seen some of them do it. It's pretty wild, though. Oh, that's awesome, Linda. I appreciate it, Melvin. Thanks, bud. The Graf Nebula, do you have a favorite? Probably the Great Orion Nebula, to be honest. The Great Orion Nebula, the Eagle Nebula, the Trifid's really beautiful. Kind of my three tops. Yo, lady, thank you for the laughing disco. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Someone said there's strange lights above the airport there. Yeah, we call them airplanes landing. Hey, Karen, what's up? How you doing? How's your night? Cook an egg on its surface, yep, absolutely. More than just cook it. It wouldn't take long. You can boil water. Vegetarian. Sausage emoji. Dang. Bomb airplane. You think the Earth's core will ever cool down? Do you think eventually it would have to? Everything comes to an end. Ever see anything weird in Mud Chat? People in Mud Chat for sure. And staring at the stars. Dude, I agree. Dude, like, I couldn't imagine living in a city. I just couldn't. I could not imagine being in the city itself. Would you melt on the moon or fry? A little bit of both. Remember the first time I saw the man on the moon? Nice. I'm riding across my night sky all summer. Right out of my bedroom window. Dang. In the summer? Dang. Got snow tomorrow, very cool. Now dang it. We had snow today. Therefore burn up long before the core. Yeah, absolutely. We'll come to the end before. Yo, Jalea, thank you so much. Thank you for the Go Trophy. How's your night, by the way? Good evening to you. You're in Illinois? Okay, I got you. Glad to have you. Since I moved to the country. The sky views, yeah. Freezing huevos? Oh no. Mucho rollo huevos. Should add a second moon. But Guru still is as well. He can get that sausage. What are we talking about sausages for? You ever seen UFOs while looking through your telescope? I have not. What telescope are you using, if I can ask? This is the 8SE. 8SE from Celestron. Where's the flag on the moon located? Which one? The Apollo 11? assume you're mentioning Apollo 11. There's a lot of flags on the moon, by the way. But which one? We'll head out towards Apollo 11. Dude. This one here. There we go. Finally. See if I can draw and annotate. Alright, right about here is the Apollo 11 landing site. Right about there. Why does the moon have two eyes and a mouth? I don't know. Can there be a tornado on the moon? There cannot be. Can't swear I have another satellite moon. Because I'm orbiting around the sun and back. Yeah. Got a lot of quasi-moons currently. Get away from stupid people. Yeah, probably true. Why there? Because the Surveyor mission was sent there first. But there's a lot of reasons. One, it's on the equator. Two, it's a much more smooth area. It's got that Bosniak lava region rather than being a lot of impact craters. Just make a lot more sense to land there. It'd be possible for humans to travel to Saturn or make anything to travel to there. Why would you want to travel to Saturn? Saturn would not be a very friendly place to go to. Just for today, thank you so much for the 100. I appreciate you. How big is the moon compared to Earth? About a quarter. Roughly about a quarter. The size are about the size of the United States. Hey, Snow, what's up, buddy? How you doing? How's your night? What kind of cheese is the moon made of? I don't know. Nope, no weather or atmosphere on the moon. Nope, the moon's not hollow. In China, the giant satellite in China. I have not. Is the moon close to the equator? You mean that's an orbital plane right now? It's a little bit higher than the equator. The Earth, the equator, if that's what you're asking. Just got here. Are we looking at the moon? We are. Yep, you're not the moon currently. Are you doing the moon only? Nope, we're going to do Jupiter as well tonight. The moon and Jupiter, and we did a little bit of Andromeda. We did a little bit of Andromeda and Orion just a bit ago. Just kind of hang out a few different targets here. Enjoying the views. We kind of zoom out a little bit too. There we go. 12 days till Christmas. How are you excited? I'm getting excited for it. Anyone ever looked at those photos in Japanese? I think it was there. The moon had clear footprints all over it. I have not seen those. Made from Earth, does it have Earth minerals? It's about 96% the same isotopics of what we see here on Earth. Other moon, space station, conspiracy, I assume. No. Not, can anybody believe a conspiracy itself? Have you ever looked at Saturn? We do. Probably someone else will know. 22 days until your birthday? Oh, no way. That's so cool. Happy early birthday. Ever seen dust devils on the moon? I have not, but on Mars we have. I think they're artificial made domes, like inside, outside dome. Like we can see that they're not sticking up, that we can see that they're more internal. But how would a dome make sense? Your birthday's in 309 days. Dang, happy late birthday. How the universe is so dark. Yeah. Let technology go back. I mean, it's a good thing that we lost technology to go back. The technology that we had to go back to the moon is not technology we want in the modern days. Can you though? Can I what? Had a fancy my dad at the moon landing was road day. I got you. Does the moon have 4 seasons like Earth? It does not have seasons. What's your favorite planet? Earth by far. Our planet. Christopher says my birthday is next year. Hey, mine too. Absolutely mine too. We lost the technology, like in the sense that like the factories quit making that crap. Like everything's modern now. Like we wouldn't want anything from back in the Apollo missions, the Saturn V. Just would not be the things that we're interested in. What's the first planet in clear sea you've ever seen? Jupiter's definitely by far the best one to see. Do we have 2 Earths? We only got 1 Earth. Earth itself is the name of the planet we live on. When is my birthday? Next year. It'll be coming up next year. It's after 12 a.m. now. So your birthday's in 8 days. Dang. It's coming up. Hey, what up, Blue? How you doing? Look like tracks on that one critter. Nice. Planet like, kind of like Earth. Kepler planet kind of like Earth. I gotcha. Had to convince your dad that the moon landing was real day. I seen that, dude. That's crazy. That is crazy. Pretty far out there, but there's a chance that we could live there. No, you wouldn't want to live on Neptune. All bad. Really, really windy there. About like 1,600 mile per hour winds. Like really windy. Or my Kansas City, Missouri. Gas giant anyway. Saturn is a gas giant. Yep. Not a terrestrial planet. And spiralities. Around the moon and get fused astronauts. It's funny. The little white dots on the moon make it look like lights. It kind of makes it look like that. These are younger impact critters, though, that we see on the moon. Should I buy a bigger telescope? I got bigger telescopes. Buy a washer? Yeah, Apollo machine. Nice. Watching tonight. Right now, the moon. Hanging out the moon currently. You play at the moon. What do you mean? Everyone wants the moons of Saturn. Absolutely. Absolutely. Moons of planets would be a lot better than a lot of planets itself. Hi, lady. Thank you so much for the clapping seal. Thank you so much. This is the moon, yep. How much does a telescope like this one cost? This telescope's about 1,600 roughly. I'm doing good, Michelle. How's your night? How's your night? Every planet gets a cool name. We named her after dirt, I guess. If we look at the moon long enough, I guess so. Maybe true. Powerful enough to see the remains of the Apollo 11 mission. No, there are none. Have you watched Interstellar? I tried a couple of times. I think it's so boring, though. Justin from Colorado. What up, buddy? Polish from Seattle. How's your night? You're welcome, Paul. Absolutely. Born in Hawaii. Had a great question. What's your question? What are you moving the telescope with? A EQ6R Pro mount. You're in Colorado too now? Looks nice. We mine asteroids for water and raw materials like lithium and such. You could, but why would you want to? It'd be really expensive. No city on the moon, rich people going back and forth. Leah from Colorado as well. Dang. So many people from Colorado. Look at the Hawaii question. Oh, I'll have to click your name and see if I can see it. I don't see the Hawaii question. I just see born in Hawaii, had a great question. I don't see the actual question. It didn't come through. Los Angeles, welcome in, buddy. What is an asteroid? Yeah, we actually have a lot more. We got 8 quasi-moons currently. I have 8 quasi-moons. Effect evolution on life on Earth. I don't know. I'm not an astrobiologist or a biologist itself. There's a telescope on Earth that's powerful enough to see the Apollo remnants. Oh, no, not at all. You need like a half-mile wide telescope to do so. Have you seen any impact? I personally have not. All the dark spots are higher elevations. Nope, the dark spots are solidified lava. Just bosonic lava, and they're usually lower elevations, but they're filled in impact craters, filled in with bosonic lava. Watching from Chattanooga, Tennessee. What up, Gambler? How you doing? And the Apollo mission. Oh, okay. I got you. Gotcha. Yeah. Angular resolution, by the way. For example, the moon is massive. Like, we're looking at a moon that's a quarter of the size of Earth. Or just kind of take it in a concept that the moon itself is about the size of the United States. And imagine trying to see something 3 foot by 5 foot and something that we're looking at here. So you got to look at angular resolution. How big of optics do you need to be able to see something at what size at what distance? Yep, bosonic lava. What is spammy caps? Using all capital letters. Makes it hard to actually keep up with the chat when a lot of capital letters go through. Are the bright white lights just younger impact craters on the moon? Maybe blue burrito, my goodness. How the biggest moon contemporary to our in our solar system. Yep. Our moon is very large compared to its planet. But it comes in 5th place when it comes to the size of the moons here in our solar system. Have you ever gotten a look at the asteroid on a space rock at this resolution? Or a space rock at this resolution? I have not. Equal a larger but weaker telescope. There's a way of doing it, but I just don't know too much of that technology, how they actually set it up to do that. But you can make it where you get a little bit more resolution based off of multiple telescopes. Lava and light spots are impacts. The light spots just the normal regular that we see on the moon itself, or the highlands. Just the typical stuff that we see as far as like the crust of the moon. Cool. I read the afraid of dang. Sounds in the moon, music by example. What about sounds in the moon, music by example? There's areas where you could get sound waves to occur because there's a little bit of molecules, especially like when you get like inside some of the deep impact craters, then there's a little bit of dust that gets risen up there. So you got a little bit of molecules, but honestly not enough to make sound waves actually work. Have you ever seen a asteroid color? I have not. Well, I'm with you later. The other day in Colorado. Oh, that's crazy. That's so cool. Moon share bigger than our moon. It is not. It is distracting slow. No. Did you see I was I didn't see that. No, I didn't see that name. We are moving. The moon moves a little bit, not as much as we rotate though. Obviously we're watching a lot more of the moon's or the Earth's rotation right here. Oh, you're good, God. You're good, buddy. Make sure I got the rest of them up here. Chat is moving kind of fast. Have you ever seen something and wondered what it is? Honestly, no. I mean, there's been a few times, but we figured it out pretty quick. Just by looking up, you can see what's going on. This is Nesby body camera, yep. Whatever. Moon looks fast because Roma does it. Dang. Dang. You guys are on it tonight. Yep. Everything in the universe is moving. Is moving and rotating. Nah, thanks, Blue. I appreciate it. One big one. Cool story, man. Cool story. Your head is too. How does a star look? The same? Like a dot. Stars look like a dot. Makes the holes in the moon glow like little lights. It's just younger impact craters. They're a little bit more bright than the rest of the moon. Here's a look at the moon during the eclipse we have. How fast what? Oh, thanks, Peterson. I appreciate you, buddy. Why don't we see stars right now? Because we gotta turn up the brightness. More exposure. Pick up fainter targets. Like, for example, you go out and look at the moon, you're not going to see stars really close to it. The only way you do that is by getting more exposure. Interesting English, but science and math. What are your favorite? Ah, that's really cool. I like it. I feel like here's our source system. In a sense, and then you got dark matter and other things going on. Let me show you exposure, by the way, now that we're getting a little bit further away from the moon. I'll turn up some exposure. That's kind of what exposure does. See how the moon gets like really, really bright. And if there was a faint star out here, then we'd start to see that faint star. But the moon's so dang close. Let me pull it out a little bit more. There was a faint star in this region. We'd start to see it at some point. But that's what exposure is. Just the moon's super, super bright. Makes it hard to do. Pull the brightness out again. Bring it back up in our view. An impact. Go to, nice. Link at the telescope. Go to Amazon. Just look up Celestron 8SC. This would be a good time to buy them. Hopefully they got like really good deals going on. I think the RAM flashes are on them. Perfection. Like, are you talking about inside some of the impact craters? Andromeda is behind trees now. Just look at the map, it's behind trees. Takes time to travel across space. Takes time to travel across anything, yeah. Light always takes time to travel. Funny how they're almost all the same. What's that? Did the seas on the moon used to be saltwater or freshwater? Neither were. It wasn't water at all. It's Bosonic lava. Bosonic lava regions. But ancient astronomers looked up and seen them and they thought it was water, but it's not water. Speed of light was the same no matter the distance. It is. It's the same. There's things they can interact with though, but it's always the same. Nope, science itself is not pseudoscience at all. Science itself means that you can actually observe and test and repeatedly test and have that have your results even tested and checked by other people. Pseudoscience don't like other people checking their results. The big difference. Everything you look at's in the past. Yeah, every single thing you look at in the past. Even when you go into the bathroom, turn on the light. And the first thing, it takes time from the light to leave the light source itself, hit the thing, the object, and reflect light off of it so you can see it. Big speed of light? No, not at all. Open, long, lava? No. Now she's green gold. Dang. You knew hot moon. I don't know, I think our moon's awesome. Gotten some colors, I thought I did, but I looked at the pictures later. I did have colors of the moon. If you take longer, or like you start stacking, you get a lot more colors that come out. Yeah. Look at that. Lakers that can't even put a image on their deal. Thinks he's smart. I bet you'd also test a concrete parachute, wouldn't you? Especially when you see black hole. That'd be cool. That would be really cool. There's a map of the moon. Yeah, absolutely. Ever seen an alien on the moon? I have not. I have not seen an alien on the moon. That I have not. We'll telescope back over the one. Good challenge, they can use sarcasm. They're great people. That's just funny because you actually challenge a scientist without even doing science yourself. You want to challenge a scientist, you challenge the science. You made it personal in the first place, therefore you got it personal back. See how that worked? If you didn't make it personal yourself, you can challenge the science. Like if you want to be accredited for something, challenge the science. That's the whole point of it. But when you made it personal, that's just showed your own stupidity. That's kind of funny. The white dots are just younger impact craters on the moon. Your pseudoscience. Want to be the very best? There you go. Absolutely. Connected to telescope, I do. Yep, this camera connected to the back. Whenever on the moon, we're aliens from Earth. Dang. That's true, though. I did miss it, buddy. I did miss it. What's pseudoscience? People that think they, pseudoscience is more of like trying to make a reasoning without wanting to be refuted on. Like you make a claim, but your claim makes no sense at all, and then like when you're challenged on your claim, you don't like want a person to challenge that claim in a huge sense. That kind of makes sense to you. Just means it's fake. You're doing something fake. True person in the past, as I see it. That's correct, yeah. Everything's in the past. Next stream gonna be Jupiter here in a minute. Gonna be streaming Jupiter here in a minute. But honestly, I don't know. The weather is so wild out here. The weather has been so wild here in Kansas City that I do not know what we're coming up on. Let me look at the radar or the weather app here. Maybe Wednesday, Thursday, maybe Wednesday, Thursday. It's just been so cloudy here. Jupiter, yep. Absolutely. The front is pushing, yeah. So erratic and horrendous in Kansas City, yeah. I'm here in Kansas City too, no way. How's the light pollution where you live? Not too bad where I'm actually located. Where's perigee of the moon? Are you zooming into my profile? We'll be coming up on perigee. Actually, we're probably dang near in perigee right now when it comes to the moon, so we're getting really close to perigee. You're born in Kansas City? Kansas City's not a bad city. It's not too bad. It's not a bad city at all. A decent little city. The moon is truly beautiful, that's so true. So other planets we're going to. Santiago and Chile. What up, Boris? How you doing? You're in Phoenix? Does that matter? What was the question? I mean, Phoenix is really cool, though. Now you live where you can see stars. It's so cool, Kelly. How to see nebula? With a, it depends. Like, you can use binocular if you look at the Great Orion. But long exposure helps a lot. Kansas City is nice. Just really cold winters there. It is. That is true. Best lens for the Skywatcher Heritage 130. Dude, I would look at, like, SB Bonnie and look at their zoomable eyepiece. Their 7 to 21 millimeter zoomable eyepiece are really nice one. What's that, Kansas City Northeast? Cal local evolution? I doubt it makes a difference. That's true. It's beautiful to look at. But terrible to visit. Dang. That's crazy. I'm Williams Yellow. I wouldn't say abnormally. 7 miles deep being the deepest one, that's not very abnormal at all. Let's see how far you can see. What's that, Kelly? What the moon had rings, then it would have rings. Describe your scope, please. This is a Celestron Ada-C. Petroleum Batman, that's funny, Sam. That's funny. How do you think the newest impact crater? Minutes ago, most likely. Like small things, like from micrometeoroids. Micrometeoroids hit the moon all the time. Rings typically come from either moons or usually from moons, but they can be moons, comets, asteroids get too close to the rotating limit of like a planet and just get like destroyed. You get a lot of rings based off of that. You can also get rings just from formation itself. Hey Solana, what's up? How you doing? How's your night? How's your night? Have an atmosphere to burn it up. That is correct. No atmosphere around the moon. How flat is the Earth? What's your scale being? 1 super flat, 10 not flat at all. Have you ever saw any type of alien activity in your times looking at the sky? I honestly have not. And I don't love going out in the mountains and stargaze. That's awesome. Dude, that's really awesome, dude. The mountains are just the best place to go. I do citizen science. Big spots used to be oceans. No, these big spots are just bosonic lava regions. They're just impact craters that are filled now with bosonic lava. Just a normal stream for the most part. Your night is cold. It is so cold. It is super cold. No, it's not flat at all. Is that the moon? It is. Then it has some moons orbiting and clear fast between the rings. Yeah, absolutely. Like Pandora, Pan, stuff like that. Would you ever get to the moon? I would love to be on the moon. I don't want to be on a rocket though. What is flat? It's a great question. What is flat? Hey, what up, Tofu? How you doing? How's your night, Tofu? $21 last night. 48 degrees tonight. Dang, heat wave. Average temperature in deep space. That's a tough one on average temperature because everything's a little bit different. But I would like, and this is going to be just a wild guess because obviously it's hard to measure a lot of different things. But I would go somewhere towards like dang near absolute zero, but not quite there, just because of the different things going on between all the tidal forces and stuff. I don't think you're going to hit the average temperature being absolute zero. It's going to be really crazy. I think it's going to be close to. Kansas flat, Missouri's not. It's true. Kansas gets really flat. It definitely does. How far is the moon from Earth in miles? On average, 278,000 miles on average. It's a little bit closer right now, though, as we're coming up on parity. Are species that ever leave the system? Who knows? I highly doubt it, but who knows? Like, mankind is intelligent of their own, and like right now, it's hard to envision it, but I also, like, I think if you thought of like 100 years ago, could you envision getting to the moon? You know what I'm saying? How far does your telescope go? I'm about like 6 feet off the ground, roughly. If you're it's meaning how far out can we see? It's just whatever the object is that it's able to capture. Let's just go to Mars first. I agree, absolutely. Let's get to Mars first. It's a better idea. The moon that one of the Apollo missions left, and you can see it with a telescope or something like that. No object on the moon that we can see that because they're just way too small. What they really need to do is do something that's a little bit larger in perspective. Then maybe we would be able to see it. And when I say larger in perspective, you're talking about like something probably close to like 20 miles, something like 20-mile radius. Would be pretty nice to have on the moon to be able to see it. There's different temperatures in space, so that's correct. Just remember that everyone, we're looking at a ball cheese. Get some fudge and tea during the 26-degree weather. Dang, dude, no way. 26 degrees, crazy. Is the moon hollow? It is not hollow. It has an iron core. Small iron core, but it does have an iron core. Uranus is as close to the moon as telescope power. That's true. I was able to get my dad into astronomy, and we talk about it all the time now. That's so cool, dude. That's really awesome. What about laser reflectors? Are you talking about the retroreflective mirrors on the moon? Hit the moon, rings like a bell. Not like you hear it, but it's a vibration or reverberation that you see on the spectrometers. Different temperatures. You gloss over different temperatures. What do you mean? You can gloss over different temperatures. Can humans survive the vacuum of space? Are you speaking of like no equipment? Like just the human? Then no. Your lungs would be pulled outwards. Yeah, I'm not too sure exactly what exactly you mean there by like just the human, no like personal protective equipment or anything. Tell us more about it. Temperature space. Well, things just change based off of different dynamics. Why is everyone's older than the gearbox and stuff? It's all about the same. They were just floating in this endless space, something that seemingly goes forever. Maybe only someone felt this crazy out there. Look at the same thing. Dang. Like it, Nick. You look at Mars or not yet? Not yet. It's really close to the sun currently. Oh, dude. The bot's getting you. One, you gotta read it. Can't leave the moon because it must have on there. Yeah, you need molecules to be able to get sound waves travel. Jace, thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Do we currently have any plans to return to the moon sometime soon? We do. Artemis 3 will land on the moon. Artemis 2 will cruise by the moon. Yo, what up, cuz? How you doing, buddy? How's your night, bro? And he said he wasn't going to the moon. Now he's up there laughing at him, right? Yeah, absolutely. Earth is number one. I would agree with that, by far. How can the rocks be older on top? They're all the same age. Most rocks in our solar system are roughly about the same age for the most part. Hope they don't totally scrap Artemis. I don't think they will. I personally don't think they will. You think there's water up there on the moon? We see water on the moon. We see it in the form of ice near like the really deep impact craters near the South Pole. And then we see water inside some of the silica as well. What's behind the moon? More space. Earth is the best planet. I would agree. Up in the Chance and Mario. Chance hangs around. He's just busy tonight though. Mario, he got really, really weird one night. And so he's on the block list. Chance is around though. He's just busy tonight. What happened to the asteroid or the comet that was going to pass by? There's quite a bit of them that are passing by. What do you think of the 69 moon landing? What about it? What happened to Sailor Moon? Dude, WTF? Is it for real? It is a real view. Can you look at the deep impact crater? Which one? Can you agree Earth is the best? I definitely would agree. Yeah, absolutely. We have an amazing planet. Is there a meteor shower tonight? There are 4 ongoing meteor showers right now. Tea? Yep. Sweet tea tonight. Missile, stop thinking us out, man. What do you want to do that for? You don't want to be missing everything, do you? Where's K1 Atlas at up though? That's a real good question. Let me see if I can find K1 Atlas. Update of the Comet 11. C 2025. Oh, it is up. You guys want to go check out a comet real quick? Let me know. Which country am I in now? United States, near Kansas City. What type of telescope do you use? This is the 8SE tonight. Is there any chance that any of the lunar landings were faked? No. Everything's been detected by other countries to be able to confirm them. Alright, let's go check out a comet real quick. You guys want to do that? Let's go check out K1. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Wee! On our way. You pull down the scope, you guys can see it a little better as we're flying across the sky. Let me get some more brightness too. We're moving across here. Oh yeah, we gotta zoom out. Zoom out. Or zoom way out. Get us self-focused in here. I can see some stars, but not good enough. Gotta focus. Focus, focus. Nope, wrong way. A little more, a little more. A little bit more. Alright, see some stars. I see some stars starting to come in, or no? I see a little bit of stars here. Alright, let me grab some more light though. See if we can detect more stars here. And try to focus. Don't get us a comet. This is going to be a C 2025 K1 Atlas. That should be good. Let's grab a photo so we can plate solve it. Like 2-second photo. There we go. And then we'll plate solve. Ooh, I can see it already too. I think I see it right now. Yeah, I definitely see it. Let's get it up in the center here. I'll get the telescope out of the way. See if I can zoom in on that comet a little better. It's in there. Get in the view right about there. I don't know if you guys can see it right there or not. Let's see if we can focus a little better though. Speed up the camera first here and try to focus a little more. More or no? Maybe? Can't tell. A little more exposure. Honestly, cannot tell how well that focus was. Alright, let's try it though. Let's try it. Bring out some of the brightness here. We'll take like a 15-second photo and see if we can get to come through pretty well. Everything else looks okay. We'll live stack it too. See if we can get a comet. I can do these streams as long as it's not cloudy. I try to go live every night. Clouds give me the break. So it's all up to the clouds here in Kansas City. Whether we'll be live or not. Alright, can you guys see it coming through now? I see a comet. Bring it over here a little better. That's a little bit grainy still, but I'll pull out some of it. Can you guys see the comet there? It's going to be K1. C2025 K1 Atlas. It's kind of a beautiful comet. Kind of wildly beautiful. Has a nice bright tail on it too. I'll pull out some of the background noise. Make it where it's not as... That's pretty cool though, ain't it? What you'll notice every time it takes a photo, it's going to move in a different direction than what the stars are going. Looks like a sunbeam. Kind of does, don't it? Kerbal Space Program. Oh, no way, snow. That's so cool. That's super cool. That's super cool. Makes it kind of unique. Why is it telling to come in front instead of the back? It points away from the sun. The tails itself points away from the sun. Any info on the speed? Let me see if it's on here. See if I got it on this last update. Just on a quick look. Right motion, right extension, proper motion declination, parallax distance, velocity. Nah, I don't have any updates on the velocity. Still shows 0 kilometers per second. No updates to it on my side anyways. But see how it's kind of like moving in the opposite direction there? It gets that kind of weird view. Kind of cool though. Let me come back to this. Speed our camera back up real quick. It's super faint. Really, really faint comet. Like looking at these stars here. Most of these stars you really can't even see. And when you're like in dark skies, here's the whole camera view. There's a super, super faint comet. But it is awesome. Really nice comet for sure. Really, really nice comet. And then we could try this too while we're out here. Let me slew right over here real quick. The solar winds push out the tail. Sometimes you can get anti-tails though. You guys see that kind of like the blue dot right in the center? I don't know if you guys seen that blue come through. That kind of that bluish dot. Let me speed up the camera a little bit more. Little blue dot right here. Kind of out of focus though, of course. Kind of bring it over here. We'll bring it back in focus here. Where do we need to go? The other way. Here's going to be the planet Uranus. We get in focus. There we go. There's the planet Uranus. Look how small that little guy is. How cool is that? Way, way, way out there. Doing its little thing. Nah, if we zoom in, it's just all going to be pixelated. Zoom requires other stuff, like putting in Barlows, for example. But the more we zoom in, it's just digital zoom at this point. Nothing to really see. We need to put in Barlows to get more zoom. Different cameras, different Barlows. It gives us the actual proper zoom. Then we get better resolution. Let me see what this one is. There's another one not too far from us, another comet. Let's see if we can even see it. It's like really close to where we're at. This one's like a magnitude 12 though. This is a 240p neat. So this is 240p neat here. Let me take a photo real quick. See if we can see this comet. See how bright it is. Oof. I don't even see anything to be honest. As far as like a comet goes. We play solve it though. Yeah, I don't even see it. We can put it in the center here. I do not see this one. Of course, the moonlight makes everything really challenging to be able to detect these fainter comets. I don't see it though. Alright, speed the camera back up. bring down some of the brightness because it's going to be way too much again. And then, back away from here. I think we're about done with the moon, though. I think it's getting really close to trees. I'm going to swing back to the trees, though. Look. I know we still got a little bit more time with the moon. Just a bit more time with the moon. Has to be getting close to the tree line, though. Our moon is just gorgeous, gorgeous. Really beautiful moon tonight. There she is. Let me get the telescope a little bit further out of the way. Really gorgeous moon. How long does Uranus light travel to Earth? I would have to look that one up. I think it's somewhere around over 2 hours. I just can't remember though. I think it's over 2 hours though. Further like Venice? No, I had life. That'd be crazy. Hey, Maffish. I see you, buddy. Here the whole time. Nice. I appreciate it. Honestly, thank you. I do appreciate it. Thank you. Having a Mercury head now. Nice. But the moon moves with the Earth. It does. Through the solar system. We orbit around the Berry Center together. Our Berry Center. The Moon and Earth Berry Center. I would have no idea. Clouds have taken over. Dang. How long the ejecta? That goes from Tycho way up. Roughly about 1,600 miles on the ejecta on Tycho. Roughly about 1,600 miles. I can't tell you that in kilometers though. Don't see Jupiter not yet. Jupiter will be next. Let's live on the moon. Be kind of fun. Hey RV, I just seen you too. Good night, buddy. Thanks for hanging out with us. I just seen you. My bad. Laser in the mirror up there. You gotta have like a 50-watt laser to be able to bounce off the reflective mirrors. I see your message. I missed it. Let me see if I can see it real quick. I think I missed it. You ever have thoughts of wanting to live on different realm reality? Honestly, no. I personally don't. I'm pretty much down to earth. Very logical in my thinking. So Sean came with its own personal clouds. Had a cloud package you open up as well. Roll the night and come out in the day. But the sun gets the daytime. Before someone can travel to the moon, I wonder. Back in the 1960s. What are we watching right now? The moon. You can see Tycho through your binoculars. Oh, no way, dude. That's so cool. That's so cool. Definitely blame that. I got it. Oh, I'm sure. Usually the Christmas list. That'd be nice, huh? Check out the Mythbusters retro reflective mirror episode. I think it's a really good one to watch. If you like the Mythbusters, they do one where they bounce lasers off the moon. What's your favorite thing to look at through your telescope? I really don't have favorites, but right now, this moment, I enjoy what I like at that moment. This moment right here. Definitely enjoy it. How much is that telescope? This one's about 1,600 for this telescope. You see Messier 38. We can. Let's see how high it is right now. It's like right above my head. Is there a reason why you want Messier 38? Two horse head. Serious course. Ah, yeah. I think there's more craters on the other side of the moon. Yeah, there's a lot more impact craters on the other side of the moon. A lot more. A lot more. Ah, hashtag so proud. That's funny, dude. That's funny. Can we see Jupiter's moons? We can. Yeah, absolutely. Best thing to see through a telescope at the moon. Yeah, but so familiar. Yeah, I agree. I think it just brings everybody together in its own way. Or it should. There's some people who just don't want to be together with other mankind, which is kind of wild, but still. It should bring mankind together. And the real song is handheld lasers to a song and melts diamonds and mirrors. Dude, that's crazy. That's actually crazy. You see Saturn rings, we can. There's more if we have only seen one face. Because we take photographs with satellite. There's a satellite that goes around the moon, but the first picture of the far side of the moon was Luna 3 back in the 1950s. And then, of course, people have orbited the moon already, and then we take a lot of photos through the Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter and so on. Yo, Jake, thank you, buddy. I appreciate you. It's Jake. And Jake is the YouTuber. Love the name, man. Love it. Our ship to Saturn, dang. It's crazy. 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 Look at this guy map here. Really cool story. How far was the comet you showed us earlier? I'd have to look it up. I'm not too sure. If you do want to look it up yourself, it's C2025 K1 Atlas. No thanks, Melvin. I appreciate it, buddy. I do appreciate you. Had the first photo of the Earth before 1950. That's true. That's how I see the space cruise to the sun. Time only by now. Dude, you already know Chuck Norris is the only one that can go to the sun. First time in my life getting to remember telling my son, ooh, that passed in a car wreck. Dude, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that. Met a dude that was named Saturno in Mexico. That's really cool. Hi Connor, how you doing? Good evening. Hi Preston, good evening. Camera. That's so cool, Victoria. That is super awesome. If there's something in aerospace, or is it just a passion? This here is a passion. What I'm doing currently is a passion. I do a little bit of citizen science, but what I do by day is a lot of fun. Yeah, I can capture this and some Saturn in a bottle. Yeah. Capture some Saturn in a bottle. Chuck Norris is real estate on the sun. It rains when I am. Clear night tomorrow though. Nice. Got clear skies coming for you. We are going to do Jupiter. Yep. We're definitely going to be doing Jupiter here shortly. Very clear skies see tall. North can see somebody blasted sky rockets. Oh no way. The one back in 2017. You chase them in? That's really cool, Victoria. Capture the Saturn in a bottle. If I could capture Saturn in a bottle. Yes, slash on basic edition. I got you. Blew a fireball on it in the sun. Oh man. Do you believe in UFO? I mean, there's all kinds of things that are flying around that no one can identify. It's in your head now. Hard to focus the telescope on a boat, though. Yeah, absolutely. It'd be really hard to do. Now the sun wears sunscreen to protect itself from Chuck Norris. Dang, bro. I appreciate you, man. Or just an image of the moon. No, this is a live view. This is looking through a telescope right now. Oh, looking through a telescope right now. How many light years our universe is? Sounds silly. Honestly, I could not tell you. Could not tell you how large the universe itself is. 2024 solar eclipse. Yeah. From Arkansas. I got to go down there and watch it from Arkansas as well. I was in Mount Hope, Arkansas. Went down to Mount Hope, Arkansas for that view. You guys almost ready to do Jupiter? Sound screen. North screen. There you go. Red dots are younger impact craters. Yeah, just younger impact craters on the moon. Kind of come in a little bit more. Zoom in just a little bit more, maybe. Makes it a little bit easier to see these younger impact craters. Move it over. We're not a jump scare. What kind of jump scare? Why would you have a jump scare? Hold up a little higher. There you go. So far away object. Yeah, absolutely. You guys ready to do Jupiter? I'll have to change out our camera. Have to change out the camera. Would work better. I gotcha. I know how. Oh, it's nighttime. It is. It's actually really nice down there. It's really beautiful down there. Let's go. Straight out the camera. Gotta put the other camera in. Where did I put it? Still next to the telescope. Was it in here with me in the control room? I think it's next to the telescope. I'm pretty sure it is. Alright, let me do it. 2 seconds here. We're gonna lose our view. But you guys kind of see, I guess. Kind of hard to see. I'll have to turn the camera, point it up a little higher where the camera, or point this camera of the telescope a little higher so you guys can see what I'm doing here. Let's see if I can. Give me just a minute here. Wow, it's stupid cold. It's crazy, crazy cold. Alright, let me open up this camera. And then we'll get a focus. Wow. It is crazy cold. Ooh. Alright, I see a moon. Kinda see a moon. Let's move the telescope over and I'll start focusing. There, out a little bit. Fix the coloring. And focus a little bit here. We're getting really close to that tree line. See the tree branches up, waving through our view. Oh my goodness, it's cold. A little more. No, negative. Negative. Okay, let's try Jupiter. Let's see what we can do here. 3, 2, 1, and we on our way. Yeah, who made it so cold down here? Someone's to be blamed. I'm blaming Miguel. Alright, let's get some more brightness. See if we can get closer. Okay, let's see. A lot more brightness apparently. See if we're out of focus real quick. Oh yeah, we are. I see stars. Way out of focus. See Jupiter's brightness flying through here as well. A bright light coming from it. We can focus in properly. little closer. Oh, Daniel, thank you so much. Tofu, thank you so much, by the way. I appreciate y'all. Honestly, thank you. We're getting there. A little bit closer. We should be close enough to be focused here. Maybe one more tap. Speed it up. Start moving Jupiter in the view. Should go this way. I believe. Yep. Go the right way here. Get the other camera out of the way for a minute. Track it real quick. We'll finish focusing here. Not horrible. Get a region of interest, probably like that. See the shadow from the moon? Look at the shadow on it coming off from the moon there. Gonna have to focus a little bit more. We'll hold off here for a minute. Can y'all see that shadow? Ain't that cool? Wow, some of the brightness. Zoom in a little bit more. Check out the shadow on Jupiter coming from its moon. How cool is that? Slow down the telescope now. Now we should be able to move a little bit slower. That Jupiter's so beautiful. Yep, this shadow is coming from its moon, the one that you see on the bottom left. Isn't that wild? We get back in focus now. We'll try to stack it here in a minute too. Try to get a really cool view, high definition view of it. Let's find focus first. Go the other way. Other way, other way, other way. Hold it here for a minute. Right, I'm going to stack it real quick. Stacking's a really cool process here. I'll show you guys how this works here in a second. Get everything out of our way. Brightness up. What stacking does is we're taking every frame from the view here. Here's the raw view. And the stacking just puts them on top of each other, aligns them properly. And we just get this really nice high definition view. You can really make out that shadow from its moon. That's so cool. Which moon is this, Jenny? I must have missed it. Is that the shadow from Ganymede? Oh, that's crazy cool. That's so cool. Get to see. Isn't that awesome? Alright, let's go back to raw. Alright, there we go. Ganymede shadow showing up on Jupiter tonight. 2 bands. You get to see the bands that make her dance on it. That kind of good line. Oh, Goni, nice. Looks better raw. I do. I think so too. Jupiter is just amazing as it is. Such a beautiful planet. Really, really beautiful planet. We're still not focused, it don't look like. We gotta get a better focus. Kind of give me a fight on focus though. Still make out its moons, that's what matters. Check out how gorgeous Jupiter is with its moons out there. It's really cool. Didn't think that how little we are. Ah, yeah, like Dean said. Or just a pale blue dot. Yeah. Got them all too, brother. Jupiter and I are twins. That's funny. That's really funny. Is it a gas plant? It is a gas plant. Mostly hydrogen, then helium. Probably left as Europa. Oh, nice. You got Europa and Ganymede in the view right now. So cool. Did you see the comet hit? The one Shoemaker Levi? I did not. I was young. I was just a young one back then. I thank you all so much for subscribing, by the way. See so many subscribers coming through. I appreciate y'all. Thank you. I do appreciate it. We're almost up to 20,000. No, I was a young boat back then. Atmospheric form those rings. It's going to be from it's the way the wind blows around the atmosphere, and then the gas that gets risen up into the atmosphere, and it collects a lot of this. Like most of the, I'm trying to think. So these are the bands, and then you got the zones. The zones is mostly ammonia that we see. The wider area is mostly going to be the ammonia gases in the sky. Big mass, we'll be doing, yeah. Absolutely. Hey, Lone Wolf, how you doing, buddy? Everywhere the wind blows, yeah. Oh, thanks, Sham, I appreciate it, bud. Almost like a mini sun, kind of like that. What's this Jupiter right here? This one's Jupiter. Jupiter and it's two of its Galilean moons. Ganymede and Europa in our view right now. And you got Jupiter with the shadow being casted from its moon Ganymede. We can focus a little better again. Forgot I was trying to focus, wasn't I? I'll take it out of focus, then we'll come back into focus. See what we can do here. We'll hold here for just a minute. Like a beautiful freckle, yeah. Yeah. Seen anyone get there? That's fast. I appreciate it, bud. It would definitely move pretty quick. Moving quickly. In the big and its moon. Casting the shadow light. The moon is huge. It has a massive moon. It's almost the size of Mercury. I should just say it's a little bit bigger than the size of Mercury, the planet Mercury. I'm a freckle. Nice. Yeah. I'm floating rock in outer space. Why are we paying thinking bills? I know, right? How long Jupiter stay in the sky? It depends. It depends on the it depends on the night, of course. So like when we come right now, we're getting longer nights with it, and then in January we'll have Jupiter go into opposition, which also means it's perigee approach, which means that you basically get it all night long when it's in opposition. That's when it's directly over your head at midnight, and so. As January comes up, we'll have it over our head longer at night than we are currently, or even when we come up in like February, we'll have shorter nights of it. How can we see Jupiter's but not see Walmart security videos? I don't know. Like, you work for Walmart? I have no clue. I don't work for Walmart. I don't know anything that they do. Acting like I should know how Walmart security works. Personally think we will find proof of an alien life in our generation lifetime. It's very possible. I think so. I think it's very possible. Comfortably travel long distance in space in our lifetime. That would be really cool. Thank you, Jocelyn. Thank you. The dot is on Jupiter right there is going to be from its moon Ganymede. Ganymede casting a shadow onto the Jupiter. Jupiter probably has beautiful sunny skies. Aha. Absolutely, Selena. Absolutely. I got crazy people filter on my telescope. Man. People get weird when they come in and see space. I don't know what it is about it, to be honest. It's just always been that way. Honestly, don't know. Greetings from Tokyo. Hey, what's up? How you doing? Putting Starbucks on Jupiter. Oh my goodness. Earliest memories. Oh, Carl Sagan's voice running your brain. That's so cool. About the moon of Jupiter. Which moon? There's 97 moons around Jupiter. What's the first object I've seen? Galaxies. Jupiter's your favorite planet? Dude, Daniel, that's awesome. It's like my favorite planet to observe. It's a really beautiful planet. Oh, thank you, Scarlett. I appreciate that. Thank you. Honestly, thank you. Very conspiracy type, yeah. It kind of makes sense in that way, yeah, for sure. I guess just because everything's so far away, it makes it easier for people to get into conspiracy. And also, they get wrapped up in different things, politics, religion, stuff like that. Like Saturn. Saturn's cool. Saturn's definitely cool. It is sad, I agree. There's just time and place for everything. This is just definitely one of them. We're still tracking on the moon. Let me go to side row. Maybe we're tracking still on lunar. They kept moving a little too much. But no, I agree, man. It is a sad deal. It's definitely a sad situation. What moon is the shadow right now? It's from Ganymede. The shadow from Ganymede. It is Jupiter. My favorite sci-fi movie is Contact. Dude, mine too. I really like Contact. I thought it was a good movie. I actually enjoyed Contact. I'm not much of a movie person, but Contact was pretty good. Any object in our system has life on it besides Earth. You think Europa is a strong candidate? Yeah, absolutely. Europa is definitely a strong candidate. Larger than Ganymede itself, right? It would be a little bit larger. Not by much, though. Not by much, but a little bit bigger. We say 100. Well, I mean, I wish you're intelligent. We all don't get what we wish for, though. So there's that. Uranus, we did earlier. We'll try it a little bit. Can you make it sharper? We can stack it. If you want to stack it, we'll stack it real quick. Stacking is a really cool process. So this is what stacking looks like, and then this is the raw. Stacking just takes all the frames and puts it on top of each other and aligns it. So you get these really, really gorgeous high definition views where, of course, raw looks like this. Which is stunning in it. We'll adjust it real quick. Really, really beautiful. That's how you make it look a little better, by the way. When you get to see all the images online, you're just taking a bunch of your frames from your video and you put them on top of each other. Just gets rid of all the noise. You just get that really gorgeous view. There's like more than 12 moons. There's 97 moons around Jupiter. Jupiter Sun is orbiting a small black hole. I have seen some theories like planets are alive to some degree. Nah. Not in the sense of like consciousness, if that's what you mean. Looks like a bowling ball. Kind of does. Or like a jawbreaker in a way. Kind of does. Our shield down, now our slingshot, yeah. A little frenemy out there. There's Io on the opposite side of, let's see, did we make out the moons again? You got Ganymede right there. Europa's way down here. And then Callisto's way, way down there. But Io is off in this direction. Let me go a little faster. Io would be right over here. The one and only Io. The beautiful moon. Really, really beautiful moon. Brian Shiny, yeah. This is Jupiter, yeah. One with the volcano, yeah, the most volcanic mass in our solar system, Io. It is truly beautiful too. Really, really beautiful moon. Let's write that down. I have it. Into the live is loudest. Oh, most giant thing. Oh, no way. Yeah, I hate that. Dessert time. Yo, what are you having for dessert, Jace? What are you having, bro? Doing some wild dessert? Jace be having dessert, not even offering anything. Saturn's already set, already below the horizon. Europa is a icy moon with a ocean underneath it. Vanilla yogurt, ooh, with fresh blueberries and strawberries. No way. Dude, that sounds really good. That actually sounds really good. Hi, Abius. As you travel the solar system, that'd be a lot of fun. That would be a lot of fun. Oh, thanks, Tama. Yeah, blueberries sound really good. 180, 1 hour, 15 minutes on Earth, 20 hours, 56 minutes. Yeah, Jupiter's daytime is crazy. Just under 10 hours. So dang fast. Got a big Costco cake right now? Oh, what kind, dude? Hit Titan, Scorpion, cubic, liquid oxygen, sealed. Whoa, my goodness. Oh, thanks, Sama. Honestly, thank you. Hey, the crazy girl. How's it going? Good evening. It is good to see Jupiter for a change, yeah. What's my favorite fruit? Probably strawberries or banana. Strawberry banana milkshake. Well, that sounds good too. This telescope is the 8SE, Celestron 8SE. It doesn't exist anymore. It exploded? Nah, it didn't explode. Planets don't explode. Neptune's already set. It's already below the horizon. It and Saturn's already set. No, they don't have blueberries on Jupiter. That is true. That is true. Watching from Crestline, California. Oh, no way, Jennifer. How's the weather out there? Nice and warm? Pluto is a frozen planet. It is. Mostly ice. Like if Pluto was near where we are, it'd be a lot smaller. It would just melt away. Favorite planet I recommend to look at with your telescope. This one here. Jupiter is definitely my favorite planet to look at. See a solar eclipse on Jupiter, yeah. Venus is alright. Venus is a really beautiful planet. I'm near Kansas City, Missouri. Dude, there are demons in your head. What are you talking about? Kind of chilly there? In Los Angeles. What do you consider chilly, though? Like 50, 60 degrees? Like actually saying that? Here it's like 18 degrees. Are you sure it's chilly? What does the sun look like from Mercury? Bright. Big and bright. Hey, what up, dude? How you doing? We're looking at Jupiter. Cold there in Las Vegas, too? Oh, chilly in LA for LA. That makes sense, though. 55 degrees. That's a heat wave for me. Uranus? We might do Uranus here in a bit. Europa is the moon near the bottom, down near the chat right now. 52 degrees right now. That's like nice. Snow there in Kansas City. We do. We got about 3 inches. We sharpen it again? Yeah, we'll stack it again. No problem. Stack. A lot of people are just coming in. If you want to know what we're doing, the stacking process, taking all the frames from the video and it puts it on top of each other and aligns them so you get this really nice view compared to the raw view that we're getting from the video. Just makes it look really gorgeous. Really, really gorgeous. If you want to grab a screenshot, feel free to do so real quick. Show the planet Mars, not above the horizon. What's the most extraordinary thing that you've seen in the sky? Jupiter right now, living in the moment. What happened to all the drone sightings in Jersey? I got no clue. I don't live in Jersey. I don't live in Jersey. I don't keep up all that. Has anyone ever told you that you sound like that same show? Also another YouTuber? Maybe a Midwest accent. It might be the Midwest accent. Of course, but maybe that's because we haven't learned enough, like enough in years. Maybe probably go to those planets and their moons. I got you. But real, yeah, this is live via Jupiter right now. Pluto learned some amazing thing. That's awesome, Cham. That's super awesome. In San Bernardino Mountains. Oh, it's 39 degrees there. Wow. I'd love to be up in the mountains to do all this. Being here in Kansas City, we got so much atmosphere we have to deal with. It's crazy. Like so much atmosphere to deal with. Let's see if we can focus better again. Try a little better focus here. Focus. Go back the other way a little bit. I'm really going to go this way a bit here. Probably take it out of focus and come back. Probably a good idea. Take it way out of focus for a minute and then we'll come back at it. Yeah, we went right past it right there. We'll hold here for a minute. 63 degrees in Florida? Dang. Jupiter's moon from that planet depends on which moon. Like Callisto's over 1,000,000 miles away. Like insanely far. Yeah, very thick atmosphere tonight. Really thick atmosphere. What's the dot on it? That's the shadow from its moon Ganymede. Ganymede's the largest moon in the solar system. But you're seeing the largest moon in the solar system casting a shadow on the biggest planet in the solar system. Color changing star. Which star are you actually speaking of, though? Talking about like the dog star? My Chiefs fan, I am. This year is upsetting though. I feel like a Cowboys fan this year, honestly. Being a Chiefs fan this year is like being a Cowboys fan every other year. Sirius, I got you. Sirius is really beautiful. We might hear in a bit. Go to the moon next. It's behind trees now for us. We did the moon for a few hours. Now we're looking at Jupiter. The high 30s in Alabama. Tomorrow night, 28. Dang, that's pretty much like our high as well. Super crazy cool. I did say that, dude. Yeah. Being a Chiefs fan this year is like being a Cowboys fan every other year. True statement, too. Especially this past weekend. My goodness. Chiefs do suck this year. I wouldn't even argue with you. Like, I really think I should start rooting for the Cowboys the rest of the year. 81 degrees there, dude, in St. Petersburg, Florida. Chris, come on, man. Dang. You just hate the Chiefs because they're that good. You just hate them so much because they're just good. Mercury's not above the horizon. You're a Cowboys fan yourself? Oh, I'm so sorry. Never been a Chiefs fan? Some people like to root for the underdogs, I guess. Dude, next thing you're going to say, Jim, is that you like the Raiders. Come on. Who do you like? Browns or Raiders? No self-respecting person would be a Cowboys fan. This is so true. Dang it, Jay sending me pictures of his dessert. Come on. Jace literally sent me pictures of his dessert. Packers? Ain't no one cheering for no Packers. Folks are from Missouri. I got you, Jake. That makes sense. 32 degrees mountains in New York. Dude, 32 degrees would be so nice right now. I would take it. I would take 32 degrees. Browns definitely suck. I would agree with that. Steelers? Dude, people who are Steelers fans are just like Chicago Cubs fans. Ain't nothing to it. 58 degrees there in New Orleans. I gotta pack up some snow and send it to you, huh? Hueytown, Alabama for you. Oh, nice, Melissa. Down to Hueytown. Just cheer for whoever's winning. Tip from someone who watches basketball more than football. Okay. You like the Packers, dude? I don't know. My dad's a big Packers fan. They're alright, though. I ever play sports? I did. I was playing football. Football, basketball, hockey, soccer, baseball. I played almost every sport there was. I was a jockey. You think Packers versus the Colts in Super Bowl? I doubt that. I highly doubt that. Picture of my to Jen. At least mine is healthiest. Yeah, dude, I've seen that picture. It's so upsetting. You're down in Huntsville? Nice. Decided to die hard. Hometown right there. Just cheer for something. Definitely a hate Steelers fan, but not the team itself. I got you. Yeah. I got you. Trust the moon. We already did. We live streamed the moon for quite a while. It's behind trees now. I can't get to it anymore from the observatory. The black spot on Jupiter is the shadow from its moon Ganymede. Shadow from the moon Ganymede. Satellites for your telescope. Sometimes we see them. Can't you borrow with loudmouth and money against KG? No. No, I have not. I don't like to spend time in bars at all. I don't like spending time around people in general. I won't lie. Ain't gonna be Cowboys, bro. No, that for sure. And you like to win like every game now. That you've seen? Honestly, no. You think the Broncos are going? You think the Broncos are going? I used to like watching the Broncos back when Peyton Manning used to play for them. It's about the only time I ever really cared to watch them. How you work at a bar, unfortunately? Yeah. I don't like people that much. We went until the wild card playoffs. I mean, that's what Chiefs tend to do. Chiefs can be like really, really surprising in Houston. It's not this year though. They're surprisingly horrible this year. Like surprisingly horrible this year. The wind's blowing through pretty hard right now. I see the wind kind of picking up on the telescope. The football thing you did, buddy. You did. Zom. What's Zom? What the heck is Zom? Yeah, Broncos are going nowhere. Get them, Cruz. You let them know. Or consistent to be in any Super Bowl. You know, the Broncos coach got arrested the other day. He was kicking a vending machine trying to get his quarterback. These salads for your telescope. We can't. Texans have the best defense. What, dude? No. Now you're just being silly, Jim. I mean, this year they actually got good stats, so. You're a Razorback girl? Fast pitch player. Nice. Very awesome. See the dot on Jupiter. Yep. The moon Ganymede casting its shadow on Jupiter. The moon Ganymede. Pull it down a little better. It has a freckle tonight. Jupiter's had a really stressful time lately. It has a freckle. Or pimple. I had no clue who Jeff's going to be traded for next year. The Texans, yeah, that's pretty funny. The sets on it. Now, they got good stats this year. I wouldn't say they're the best defense, though. I mean, they got a good stats, but defense ain't always about, like, on top of that, because, I don't know. A defense should not let other teams score. That's how you lose. And obviously, the Texans ain't winning. I wouldn't go with like the best defense. I spy on Lizo like this. I'll take Lizo. A 3-eye Atlas, not above the horizon currently. I know who Lizo is, by the way. Broncos Rams are second and third in defense. Yeah, defense win the game. We know what Texans ain't doing. What's your personal? Jupiter is mostly gas. Mostly gas. Moon is made from cheese. Yep, it's so true. Absolutely true. Absolutely true. It wins games. Yeah, absolutely. Defense matters at the end of the day. It does matter. Win how if they can't score? Well, if you don't let someone else score, you don't have to worry about winning, do you? You can tie. Can Jupiter's moon Europa be seen? Yep, it's on the far bottom left side right now. Kind of pull it up a little higher. That little dot right there. Be Europa. Get enough brightness on it. See Europa right there. Got Europa, Ganymede, and then Jupiter. And way up here is Io. You're a Seahawks guy, Daniel? Bro, don't tell anybody that, bro. I think you forgot, man. You're not supposed to tell people that. Well, we're just a few of them. Right now, just a few. Just whatever's above our head, currently. Moon was made from what? About 97% of the same isotopics that you see here, but basically a big old rock. Sonic the Hedgehog, how's it going? Spot spinning around. We're the spot spinning around. Nope, we're not. Went to the Orion constellation on my upper right chest. Oh, that's so cool. That's really cool. What about Sirius? You'll have to spam it. No, it's not Feldstar. Why can't we see the other side of the moon? Because it's totally locked to us. Rotates as it orbits around Earth, or what's called synchronization rotation. Let's look at it. Why look at it? Like we're enjoying Jupiter. Yeah, why are you being so serious? Right, why are you being so serious? Might be so. My goodness, dude. Hi, Rachel from Seattle. How's it going? How's your night? Jupiter is looking really good tonight. Same elements as a star, but not enough. That's correct. But a lot of things are made up of the same elements, even Saturn. Better, more metallic hydrogen. Yeah, now we believe it's a little different. We think it's actually a fuzzy core. You'd have to look up fuzzy core. But we think Saturn and Jupiter got fuzzy core. See around, see the same spot always. That is true. But it has the opposite effect now. Defense. Bet Jupiter looks like Jupiter every night. For the most part, that is true. That is true. Oh, thanks, Xiaomi. I appreciate you, bud. I appreciate that. Is it Shamika? Oh my goodness, it's not Xiaomi, it's Shamika. I was reading your name all wrong the whole time. I'm so sorry, Shamika. Are you live every night? As long as we don't have clouds, I try to go live. Right, there's life on Jupiter and they're all wearing gas masks. Nah, you'd just sink in towards its core and be crushed and heated and all those other wild things that happen. Probably believe the moon has no dark side. It does not have dark side. That is correct. It has dark impact craters where sunlight never gets to the bottom of them, but it doesn't have a dark side itself. It's just called far side. Just join the intergalactic work. Alright, we're on it. To the moon in front, or to the right, the second diagonal ring. Yep, that's a shadow. The shadow being casted from Ganymede. Ganymede is just on the bottom left side of Jupiter right now. My toes are starting to freeze. Invest in a super strong laser. And burn clouds away. It's going to be the Roman space laser. Oh my goodness. The Roman space laser. We're going to go probably for another like 15 minutes. Point the space heater that says, I know, but I don't know if I have enough power with the new computer to run the space heater too. It's cold though. My toes are definitely getting cold. I'll probably go for another 15 minutes, call it a night. Yeah. You see Jupiter's rotate. We can. Absolutely. Hi, Salt and Pepper. How you doing? How's your day? Out of focus? I don't know. Because it's out of focus. I don't pay enough attention sometimes. I can focus a little better. Actually, pretty decent right there. Got a little bit of a wild atmosphere currently, though. This is Jupiter. Let's have a touch for everything. It's not. What's that? Oh man, no way. Chan, that's so cool. That's so cool. I think Salt and Pepper. I appreciate you. Never been Jupiter personally. Me neither. I wouldn't want to go either. Just to kind of put that on the record. Hi, you're welcome. Sturdy, absolutely. I try to. It makes some people annoyed though. About how we can see something so far out and out of reach. I know, right? Yeah, absolutely. No, I got what you meant though. Cricket ball, the perfect center thing. It does, in a way, it does. Oh, thanks, Chris. Appreciate you, brother. No PT buttons are expensive. Awesome. Yeah, dude. Everything is so expensive right now. Like crazy expensive right now. Life changing. It can be. Absolutely can be. Yeah, thanks to AI. Yeah. Not only that, dude, like just minerals themselves are getting pretty wild right now. On an expensive telescope. This is a pretty decent telescope. This is a $1,600 telescope, though. This one is about $1,600 for this telescope. Planet of your view is a planet like Earth. Like, does it add a bit of movement or blur from minor light reflected? If you're talking about like Jupiter itself, not really, because we're not really looking through it. We're looking at it. But our atmosphere does. Our atmosphere causes the diffusion per se. The magnification right now, we're probably pushing about 250, 300 with this current view. Our parallel lines is going to be the bands. The bands on Jupiter is just a bunch of gas that comes up out of Jupiter into the atmosphere and gets blown around through the jet stream of Jupiter. Can you see Jupiter on Jupiter telescope? You can see it even with binoculars. Black dot is a shadow from its moon Ganymede. There's the moon Ganymede, the largest moon in the solar system. It's just on the bottom left. You can see it right there. See Ganymede right there? That one's Ganymede. Up here is Io. There's Io. That's the most volcanic mass in the solar system. Ganymede's the largest moon in the solar system. Got Europa here, an icy moon with an ocean underneath. Could have life. I mean, way out here somewhere. There it is. That's Callisto. Callisto way out here. You know what I'm saying? It orbits at over 1 million miles away from Jupiter. Like so far out there. Go back towards the other moons here. Europa, Ganymede, and Jupiter again. Pull back down. We'll track it. You guys want to see Earth's rotation real quick? How fast Earth is rotating since we're not tracking? Here's how fast we rotate. Crazy. Europa has an ocean, yeah, underneath the ice. It's crazy. Happy is Ganymede, a little bit bigger than the planet Mercury. It's actually really big. Let me turn on tracking right here. Right about there. And beautiful Jupiter. It's really cool to see the rotation. Yeah, absolutely. We rotate super fast. Callisto Party 1, the anti-social moon. Yeah. Absolutely. When you get closer, I know, I love volcanoes, so Io really just kind of hits it. Really kind of hits it. Vapor, I think what's here. It does. I think it does. What planets do you do? All of them. We do all of them. Yep, Jupiter. The Great Red Spot or Titan. Nope, neither way. This, that dot, let me stack it real quick too. Let's do a live stack again. That dot is from the moon Ganymede. This is a live stacking process, so we get higher definition view. You can see the moon Ganymede on the bottom left, but here's the raw view, and this is what it does stacking. So stacking takes all the frames and puts them on top of each other. Right now we just hit 500 frames, 550, 600. That's how you get like a really awesome view of different things that we're looking at. Raw view, stacked view. Super awesome, ain't it? If you guys want to grab a screenshot, get rid of the chat. This is 1,000 images stacked right here. So if you want to grab a screenshot, feel free to get rid of the chat. Grab a screenshot real quick of Jupiter. Jupiter, Ganymede, and it's a beautiful moon shadow from Ganymede, which is just so cool to see. It's like crazy cool to see. It's like really stunning. All right, let's take it out of stacking. Go back to raw here. Super beautiful. Severe acne, dang. Yeah. I'm a bit tilted to the left. It a little bit. It's like 3 degrees. Jupiter's tilt compared to its orbital plane is 3 degrees roughly. It don't have too much of a tilt at all. Get you a screenshot. It's awesome, brother. That's super cool. What's the layers? What do you mean by what's the layers? And so fast, how are we zooming in on Jupiter? This setup is actually tracking it through the sky. It used the EQ6R Pro mount to be able to track objects like Jupiter here through the sky. But you can see, every now and then you'll see I have to kind of give us a little bit of a nudge backwards because it gets a little bit lost. Are you able to zoom into Saturn? Usually, but right now it's already set for us. We've live streamed Saturn a lot in the past like 3 months. Find a spaceship, that'd be kind of cool. Amazing how powerful telescopes are. It's true. Absolutely. Yep, Jupiter has 4 rings around it. Getting me in stacked images, raw is still my favorite though. Oh yeah, absolutely. I agree. It gets a bad ADHD and wanders off. Sometimes. Absolutely, sometimes. It's a really cool night tonight. It is 18 degrees out tonight. Really cool. Where's Io? Up to the top right. A channel I didn't think I needed in my evening routine. That's so cool. Glad to have you here too. Holographic made by satellites. Cool story, dude. I mean, it's been here longer than satellites, so now you gotta go figure out a new plan. My brain don't even compute anymore, to be honest. I hang out with people like, Anthony, who thinks that satellites are projecting Jupiter on the sky. Be able to show us a satellite? Sometimes we can see them, just not like when you're really late in the night. It's really hard to see satellites. Really, really hard to see them. Would you ask about another planet when you're looking at a particular one? Yeah, I don't know. How do you know where exactly Jupiter is in the sky? I've been doing this for a very long time. Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks. I appreciate you. Thank you. Very too far to zoom in. We got to put it in Barlow's. Like, zoom itself requires, like, Barlow's. Barlow's gives you more zoom, but we can see it if that's what you want to see. Like, it's just going to be a dot, obviously. But you got to put it in Barlow's to get better resolution. But Io's that dot up there on the top right side. Beautiful Io. And then you got Ganymede, Europa right here. It's been a hot minute. What up, Rachel? How you doing? It has been. How's the marriage going? Is a video some kind of anomaly? Yeah, I want to see. Let's see when I look at the stars. Is it just a picture? Not live. Take a snapshot of the universe. I got you. That makes sense. I can't show you Mars, not above the horizon. Absolutely, R30. Absolutely. So much to wrap your head around. Yeah. Every night. Every single night. I don't think you should tell people you're a child, dude. Be better off not saying that. Let's see a video of Supernatural. Another video. I mean, it'd be kind of cool to see. Being Venus with naked eye in 2017. Oh, that's so cool. Saturn's not. Saturn's already set. The next planet. Honestly, there's no next planet tonight. It's Jupiter. Jupiter until morning time. Jupiter is the last planet of the night. Saturn's not visible. It's already set for us. It already set for us. Hey, Justin, welcome back, buddy. Welcome back, welcome back. Let me check something real quick. Yeah, guys, look. I know my toes are cold, if that counts for anything. You guys want to see something really cool while we're out here? How many moons Jupiter have? 97. 97 moons now. 2 were confirmed back in July. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, Perez. I'll say thank you. What's a star look like through a telescope? A dot. Looks like a dot. Actually, I don't know. There's the actual moon. It's a shadow from the moon. Got 97 moons. Up in my live. I try to go live every night we got clear skies, but here lately it's been really cloudy in Kansas City. If you ever wondered though, one, if you're a member, you can jump in Discord with us, and two, you can look up Kansas City weather and see what the night looks like. Alright, you guys want to go to something cool? Let's go to something cool. Let's go do this real quick. Let's fly across the sky. Oh, you know what? We got the wrong camera in to do this. Shucks darn. Who forgot to tell me? I'm going to zoom all the way out on the camera. I forgot what camera I was running. Crud. We're running the wrong camera now. Let me take a photo. See if I can see what I'm trying to go for. That'd be cool if we can actually see it with this camera. Let's see what happens. Get enough light here. I see a star way down. Try for some more brightness here. I was going to go to a galaxy. It's going to be kind of fun to do that. Gotta focus first. I see some stars. Definitely not in focus though. Focus real quick. Whoever wanted to see a star earlier, here's what stars look like. They're just little dots. All they end up being little dots. Hey Basson, how you doing, buddy? Alright, focus again. So we get these stars to look a little better. Might actually have to speed up the camera. Pull up this brighter star real quick. We pulled into our view. Come here, star. Alright, so here's a little bit brighter star. This is what we're going to try to focus in on. Get to kind of calm down right here for a minute. I need a little bit more brightness to be able to see it. See if we can focus in a little better. Try getting them to look like dots. Off a little. If we had the other camera in, this would be a lot easier to do. Alright, let me take a photo here real quick. Do we have enough? Don't know. Don't got enough stars to do this. We're gonna try. Let's play solve. Nah, I did not play solve. Dang it. Let me try again. Go back over here. Blue. Let me take us back over just a bit. Got 4 second sub, so we're probably gonna get some cool. No, didn't really get any cool stars. Fly through. I don't see any stars right here right now. Dang it. Alright, that was worth a try. We'd have to put in the other camera. I was going to do a galaxy there. That did not pan out at all. Did not pan out at all. We put in the other camera if you guys want to. See if we can do it. Jupiter! Try not to have. Oh my goodness. I'll try not to have kids. Oh my goodness, Rachel. That's crazy. Did that put in the other camera? We might. Definitely do it. Jupiter's going to end up looking really, really small to us at that point. Like really small. Jupiter again with its Galilean moons. Well, the beautiful Galilean moons coming through. Always gorgeous. Venus not above the horizon. Yo, Lightwing, thank you so much. Thank you for the 100. I appreciate it. Love the Galilean moons. Yeah, me too. Really, really gorgeous. They're truly gorgeous. Let me pull back up a little bit. Yeah, I do this as a hobby. I live stream this as a hobby. Able to see Saturn, or you guys should. Saturn is one that I have to get like in the early evening hours, like 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock. Hi, Shannon. How you doing? You're on. There's different ways. You got the super chat on the bottom, like that money symbol, or you can look in my page. I got a couple of things on there, whether it's Venmo or whatever. Tools are using Type Telescope /on 8SE with the Vani SV305C Pro camera with the EQ6R Pro on SharpCap Pro running through Streamlabs desktop. What time is it now? Here, 2:34 a.m. Hey, what up, Eddie? How you doing, buddy? How was your day? Salvador from New York. How you doing? You tripod for telescope. I do not. I get a permanent pier, a concrete pier into the ground here inside the observatory. Realize I appreciate it. Thank you for the floating hearts, bud. Thank you so much for the 100. You're 1 hour behind New York. I am. That is correct. You see ISS up there sometimes. Sometimes we do. 2:35 a.m. in Kansas City, Missouri. Central Standard Time. Right. 18 hours behind Australia. Australia don't really exist. I think people on the internet from Australia are not real aliens. Hi, Amber. Good evening. What were we gonna do? We're gonna hook up the other camera, I think, was the idea. Make much more sense to play AC/DC now than YouTube would ban me. Jace is a Tasmania. Jace is a Tasmania. We have an Australian there. 2:35 a.m. That's what's nice, dude. No, wait again. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Should we? You guys want to put in the other camera? I think we kind of talked about it. We'll put in the other camera. I kind of want to see if we can see. How high is 3i Atlas right now? See how high 3i is. Ooh, it's barely up. We'd barely see 3i even if we tried for it. Maybe we should hang out with Jupiter for just a bit longer. That's active comment. How you need to change the things to see objects further away. How about that? Oh, I must have missed something. My bad. I didn't see your comment. I don't think I did, or I read something completely wrong. Let me move Jupiter over in the scope real quick. We'll zoom back in. Set up a new area of interest here. Maybe like that. Is that good enough, probably? Come back in Jupiter a little bit here. Let me center the planet. Maybe that'll help us too. Let it kind of like keep up with it. That'd be kind of nice. Mexico, arriba, up, and dale. Realmente in Mexico? Oh no. That's in Mexico. 3:37 now in New Jersey. What did you do for Thanksgiving? Had lunch with the family. You went to the in-laws in Vermont. Oh, nice. You're down in Chihuahua? Oh, no way, dude. Chihuahua would be beautiful. Mi esposa is como de Tampico, Minneapolis. Tomato, potato, tomato, potato. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Lisa. Go out now. Up, quickly, up, quickly. Jupiter has ring 2. It does. There's 4 rings around Jupiter. Yep, there's 4 rings around Jupiter. Let me quit center tracking it. Maybe that'll help us a little bit. Trying to read the rest here. Australia, you're almost a whole day ahead. Australia don't exist though. We know it's true. Jace don't exist. He's not real. We know it's not really Jace. Alien type stuff. I'm gonna get a little bit more zoom, I guess. One of its moons. This is the shadow from one of its moons right now. The shadow from one of its moons, Ganymede. Jupiter's rings. I didn't. Obviously, we don't see Jupiter's rings. We see Jupiter's bands, the bands that make her dance. Yep, a few nights ago we got to see the storm come through. Yeah, absolutely. Ganymede. This is the shadow from the moon, Ganymede. Ganymede's on the bottom left side of Jupiter. Let's see if we can focus a little better too. Should focus, huh? Why didn't you guys tell me to focus earlier? What are y'all doing? Forgot to tell me to focus a little better. Looking at the other orbit. Oh, the sun. Oh boy. The way we cooked. Yep. Are you from Moberly? Moberly is, I think it's like, if I remember right, Moberly's on the east central side of the state? Or no? It's over towards like Moline. Southern Cross or Crux constellation. I have not from the northern hemisphere here. Can't see Crux. In the backwards we have life because we are where we are. Probably better than USA. Smelly. Dang, dude. Dang. At least we don't have to fight the weird jumpy things out in the yards. I actually seen a video of a dude punching a kangaroo. It's like attacking his dogs. And Jupiter are pretty massive in comparison. Some of them are. 3 of them are. Compared to our moon. In line with the sun together, the update don't want needing to support life creating. AI is ruining the internet. I agree. I definitely agree. That video was insane. I fight kangaroos, they're violent. Dude, look up the video, man. Like the kangaroo was attacking his dog and he went over there and punched it. And the Roo just looked at him like, what did you do? Uh-oh, Kitana, you better be careful. Be careful. Nothing's made off the cheese. What? That's crazy. That's crazy talk. And by the way, if you are new and you enjoy this, you enjoy astronomy, make sure you hit the subscribe and turn on notification. We do stuff like this, whether it's our moon, planets, moons around planets, galaxy, nebulae, all kinds of wild stuff. Some nights are pretty fun. Other nights are pretty crazy. But I do appreciate having you, by the way. If you do enjoy it, just hit my name on the top. And then you can hit subscribe and then turn on notifications for when we go live. I try to go live nightly. Just depends on the clouds here in Kansas City, though. It's approximately exactly the same. Dang. I mean, I guess I understand too. Like if I seen like an Australian dude, I'd be like, he ain't fighting. He ain't doing nothing. Takes out of me in college. I wasn't smart enough to do physics. Oh yeah, I got you. Physics is pretty tough though. Physics is definitely tough. I'm more of a hands-on learner though. What's it like getting kangaroo kicked? That's a great question. Yeah, that is a great question. Oh yeah, it is moving too much, ain't it? Let's pull it back over. Pull it back in the view. Pull it down a little bit too for us. How about that? Is that better? Orbital mechanics, right? The voice and calling you. I appreciate it. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Sam. Appreciate you. Have I seen anything unexplainable? Yeah, people in my chat. I enjoyed Jorgeo there. Jorgeo right there. He thinks a planet that we can clearly see is round is flat. Where am I being from? Kansas City, Missouri. Has he had another planet added? Would it affect Earth or what? We have a lot of planets. No, I think what you mean is the solar system. It depends. It depends on its location. Depends on location and size, I should say. How much mass it has. Not size in like volume, but size in mass. You seen an alien? Gene the Bomb Diggity's an alien. Just so you know. Hi, buddy. Brother, have a good night, man. Thanks for hanging out this day. Can't see it for the solar eclipse. Back in 2017, I was up in St. Joe for the 2017 one. Last year I was down in Mount Hope, Arkansas. Tell them yes, and at least I could never explain. Oh yeah, that'd be really cool though. Yeah, Jenny the Bomb Digger is definitely an alien. She has to be. One thing makes sense to me. Jupiter really is beautiful. It's so true. It really is. It really is. The alien, I got you. How can you stream? I try to stream every night, but if we have clouds, it's hard to stream. And Kansas City's been really wild with the weather lately. Seriously, anyway, I'm see. Oh yeah, I bet. I bet. Nope, this is the shadow being casted from the moon Ganymede. The shadow being casted from the moon Ganymede. Let me focus any better. The atmosphere seems to be getting a little bit more heavy, crazy tonight. Oh, it's always raining in your area. Dang, dude. That sucks. Email it like ET. Here, you want to know how to test if someone is an alien, by the way, y'all? Y'all want to know how to test if someone is an alien? Have you ever done this from Joshua Tree? I have not. I personally have not. I want to give you guys the deets here, how to test if someone's the alien. Watch. Hey, Jenny the Bomb Diggity. Jenny, do you like Forrest Gump, the movie? If the answer is a strong no, you pretty much know they're an alien. Everybody loves Forrest Gump. Come on, you like Forrest Gump? Anybody not like Forrest Gump? Mercury's not above the horizon. Out at the West Texas skies are incredible. Oh, I bet. Love the movie. Do not talk to me like him. See, I told you. Yeah, right. Yep, right. Man, I didn't even have to say anything. No, I'm not doing the accent. Jenny's already on it. I've seen how many people she's muted already. She'll probably mute me somehow. Oh my goodness. You never watched the whole movie all the way through? How are you married? Rachel, how did someone marry you? No, I can't do the Forrest Gump deal. I always do it backwards too. Even your own husband knows better. Dang. Oh my goodness. You're on the line too. Best friend, Bubba Gump. Oh yeah. This is Jupiter, yep. Hanging out with Jupiter tonight. Hanging out with Jupiter. Yeah, poor man. He should be able to walk around talking like Forrest if he wants to. That's crazy. That's crazy, Jenny. He should be able to walk around talking like Forrest all day long. Jenny, I hope you feel better. My best friend, Jupiter. Yep, absolutely. Jupiter is awesome. Good friend of me to have. You want Ellie to do it? Leave. I'll leave. Oh my goodness. What are we doing tonight? Oh, just hanging out, Jupiter. That's great. What day is Saturn? Saturday? Not sure what your question actually is. Elliot doing it? Man, he towers her, so he'd get away with that. You'd actually see on the movie growing up. Well, it came on TV and usually got interrupted watching. Oh, I got you. You definitely watch it. You'd like the movie. It's a good movie. Nothing wrong with the movie at all. It's a really good movie. Hi, Ale. How you doing? Megadong, what is it? Megadong Magapo. You live in India? Nice. Welcome in. He's a baby, a tall one, yeah. How knows? Maybe small by control his freedom. Dang. Dang. Poor Elliot. Maybe be horrible if you were my mom and you thought you control my freedom. But Jenny, I just want to run. Like Jupiter would taste like batteries. Ooh. Be kind of well. That would be kind of well. Don't leave, Jenny. I just had to do that one time. Oh my goodness. I had to do it. But we did it. Oh. Golden Kumar Escape from Guatemala Bay. Titanic, which is my favorite movie in elementary middle school. No, very backwards house. I was in it, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, what up, Soup Man? How you doing, buddy? Let's have a good time. Yep, this one is the circle on it right now. That's the moon shadow Ganymede. Here, let me stack it again. Get rid of the big old red box. We'll try to stack it one more time here. Be able to see the moon shadow Ganymede up there, coming off of its moon Ganymede. Pretty cool. Really cool. I'm British. Dang. Hey, real right. Thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. What's a red box for? That is the area. So like when I select a region, when we stack it, let me show you again. Let me put the box on there. So it allows me to select a region. Let's see if I move it to that we're actually going to stack. So like if there was something over here that I technically wanted to stack, then we could grab it in that area. That kind of makes sense. So stacking is a cool process though. You can kind of see here the raw view, the stacked view. But this just tells it to where to stack at, per se. What to actually stack on. It technically don't even work, to be honest. Like it's a failed attempt at what they'd actually tried to do. But it's supposed to do it. It just don't work. Yeah, I'm Jenny boxed me in. It's like, that's true. Pick me and my cousin Lindsay just see Blades of Glory. Whoa, when you're 8 years old in theaters and let me watch 2.5 Men with them. Ooh. Yeah, I got you. Yeah, someone didn't understand. Right second. About 40, roughly like 44, 45 minutes away right now. Never gaze in the daylight. Sometimes. Film, take an each step. We'll put it on top. Get better details. That's great. I think so, Pepper. I appreciate you. Glad you're still here hanging out with us tonight. Dad used to watch the Star Wars near kid. Remind me of a kinder version of him. Ooh, a kinder version. Dang. Thanks, Pepsi. Thank you so much. Kathleen, thank you so much as well. See the record or something I had a long tail going over this guy's around. I'm not in California myself, but there was the SpaceX launch today. Stacks on stacks on stacks. That's right. Got stacked stacks on top of stacks. That is right. That is accurate. Won't be much longer, and the Great Red Spot should be coming around some point. You're pulling some more brightness, and you can see the moon. Ganymede's getting really close to being in front of Jupiter. Look at the turbulence in the air, though. If you're flying in this air, it'd be kind of a rough, turbulent night for sure. Hey, Caitlin, welcome in. What's wrong with your telescope? Just smaller telescope? It's awesome, ain't it? Atmosphere. Yeah, the atmosphere can be super crazy. How does the stacks work to get better detail? So what it does is every frame, like right now we're getting roughly 30 frames per second. So every frame that comes in is an image, right? Now, I don't know if you know how frames work, but when you think of like a video is a bunch of images or frames, and they're just played really fast, and that's what gives you a video. And so it takes each one of those images and puts it on top of each other. And I'll hit it again. And so you can see, like, really quick, we get to really fine detail. And this is already 150 images, and we're at 200 images down. What it does is it aligns them and just puts them right on top of each other. So what you do is you get rid of a lot of the noise, you bring in some of the brightness, And you just get a lot better details by doing it. This makes it really awesome. Now we're at about 700 images, 800 images, 850, 900. And also, I should also add in the other part, we're stacking the best of 50% of the frame. So it's looking at the frames saying, okay, this one's too blurry, so it kicks it out, and then it's looking for the better frames, and it's keeping the good frame. And just continues to bring them in for us. Just want to bring out some of the gamma. You see the moon there a little better. It's really awesome how it works, though. Yeah, it's really awesome. Really well. Fear of long words. What happened, bro? You're scared of that word? Which one? Which word was that? Yo, Haruko. Thank you so much. Thank you, buddy. There could be others looking at them. Yeah, absolutely. Jupiter escaping. Oh yeah, my bad. Our guiding's really bad right now for some reason. Almost like we're guiding on the moon or something. Which push side roll on the actual now over here. I'm not sure why I think they doing that. Just being kind of well. Oh, Ruko, thank you for it so much, man. Thank you for the goat trophy, buddy. I appreciate it. How'd you ever get second to the gravitational field? Somewhat. It also has slingshot stuff though, because it has like a 500 million mile long magnetic field that tends to slingshot those things outwards. Definitely not life on Jupiter. Definitely not. Should we put in the other camera now? Or no? One reason I want to put in the other camera is just try for a 3-eye. It's like the only reason. Stop talking about 3-eye. Dang, who's they? Do it, go ahead and try for it. Ah, man, it's gonna be so cold again. This disintegrate into this beer. Now you just seen different things happening. You seen like what looked like the jellyfish effect from it. Hey, thanks, Polaroid. I appreciate you. Gonna watch it, but it has been awesome. I appreciate ours. Thank you. Roko again. Thank you so much. Yo, thank you so much. The chocolate cake comes with it. Ooh. You know they. Who is they? I don't know who they is. Who is they? I don't know who they is. It's all gas shit. Your job is never hit service. No, you just be pulled in towards this fuzzy core. You'd be disintegrated by that point, though. It's daytime for you now. Nice. Good day to you. You see through eye. We can. Tails can line up perfectly. My cat said, no, Caitlin, that's horrible. That's horrible. Hey, Joshua, how's it going? Aloha to you. You know they, right? Has to be they. Has to be they. It's always a they. Always a day. Always the day. Not a feldstar either. You're gonna call it feldstar just because it has hydrogen. That kind of makes a lot of things a feldstar that they don't even look anything like a feldstar. Needs a lot of mass though. Needs like 80 times the amount of mass to become even a brown dwarf. I don't have anywhere near the amount of mass it needs. Hey, good night, Hiroko. Thank you so much again, by the way. Have a wonderful night. Not really bigger. Like, size really ain't the problem. It's about the mass. It needs a lot more mass. There's a crap ton of mass. Too much detail. For the most part, you can see decent. The almost atmospheric interference. It is, yeah. Currently, we have a lot of atmosphere coming through. Every star has to start somewhere. That is true. Every star does have to start somewhere, but to be a star, you need enough mass to be able to ignite, or to ignite fusion. To smash elements into other elements, or atoms into elements, or atoms. Urko, again, thank you so much, buddy. Have a wonderful night, dude. Thanks for hanging out with us, by the way. Appreciate you. Particular Streamlabs. It is not. This is YouTube's side. Right all alone out there. Still gonna be from the sun though. Its atmosphere is very reflective. This is my favorite scientist on YouTube. I don't know. I'm like, I have a hard time with favoritism personally. Hey Maro, thank you so much, buddy. Thank you for the 100. Light pollution level right now, Bortle 2.7. Yeah, it's just a setup though. The setup makes it look more tilted than the 3 degrees that Jupiter sets on. Jenny the Bomb Degare, thank you so much for the happy poop. Watching music playing, it's gonna be oceans tapping. Yeah, pooping with Jenny tonight, huh? Dang. Don, thank you so much for the thumbs up. Yeah, I'm really thinking about changing the camera. I don't want to have to go out in the cold. Won't lie. Nope, didn't miss any UFOs, buddy. Your spot covers the entire planet. What happens when it won't? It's getting smaller. Were you for the force thing? The happy poop, throwing happy poop at me. What the heck? Dang. That's tough love right there. That is tough love right there for sure. Alright. Yeah, I want to go put on the other camera, but my feet and my body says it's too cold. Where are we looking from? Kansas City, Missouri. Gotcha. Can't choose a favorite anything. Yeah. It's about static. I got you. I just live in the moment, personally. I enjoy the moment. Go really fast. And just like throw the camera really fast. I should do it. I definitely should do it. Can our camera even see it? Let me look at the camera again. I think I messed up the camera earlier. I don't think you can see the telescope. No. I don't think you can see the telescope, to be honest. Here, let me swing us down somewhere else so it's easier to grab the camera too. It's like pointing almost straight up and down. Let me swing us to over here. And then telescope, go to cursor position. Let's go this way real quick. Get the telescope to move over just a bit here. That's way off in that corner of the camera. There we go. Kind of can see it. I don't think. Yeah, that's the most we can see. You can almost see me when I take it off. All right, let me do it. Let me change out the cameras. 2 seconds. Oh my goodness, that's cold. Alright, set up this camera. Yeah, it's really nice setup. Really nice equipment. Alright, let me back out here real quick. We gotta get it in focus. Let me swing back to Jupiter. Focus on Jupiter first here. Alright, let's go. Let's go to Jupiter. It's brightness. Wow, it is cold. Why do I have arms yet? Whoa, seen Jupiter for a minute. Way outside of our view though. Come back, Jupiter. Let's do this. Let's get as close as we can here. See what we can do with focus. Now we got the other camera in. It's gonna be pretty close actually. back up just a bit. You can see all 4 of the moons right now too. One's really, really close to Jupiter. Focus. That should be close enough. Alright, let me do this. So, I'm back out. Move my flashlight. And I want to clear out our points here to make this easier on us. Let me plate solve Jupiter first. So I'm going to swing us over to here. Take a photo and we'll plate solve. We'll get our point set up again. Here, 4-second photo, a lot of brightness. Ooh, and I'm shivering, it's so cold. Alright, got some stars. We'll plate solve it. You guys can't see all those stars. A lot of stars there. Okay, now it should send us right back to Jupiter. There's Jupiter, super bright Jupiter. Speed up the camera real quick. Alright, let's go to a galaxy real quick and we'll plate solve to a galaxy. Let's see here, over here, M81. Let's go. It's going to be Bode's galaxy that we're going towards. Alright, let me take a picture real quick. See how bad we are. Not horrible. We'll plate solve this one. Get the galaxies coming to the center here. Here it is, right in the center. There's Bode's galaxy, by the way. Y'all ever seen Bode's galaxy? It's kind of cool. Little tiny galaxy out there. And then, let's see. Let me get another area placed off here real quick. So that way we got 3 points at least. Let's go into, maybe into Leo. Go to a star in like Leo. Go to Regulus. Regulus would be a good one to go to. Let's go to it real quick. Speed up the camera. Stack it. Oh, what was I supposed to stack? The galaxy? Alright, let me get another star set first. Then we'll go grab the galaxy. I want to get a third star alignment done. Okay, plate solve. Should bring in a bright star into us. There it is. Close. There we go. Okay, speed up the camera. Alright, go get a galaxy real quick. And make one salute. Stack. Get close and should be about there. Check it real quick. Yep, looks like it's there. About some of the brightness. I don't know, 30 seconds? Very long enough, right? We'll stack it for like 30 seconds here. Oh wait, you know what? I need to put this in 16-bit. Make it look a little better. Won't be as like crummy. Helium, hydrogen. Just like what? What do you mean just like what? Mostly hydrogen though. I think for Saturn. Saturn's mostly hydrogen. Okay, let's get our photo. We're going to do a 30-second photo real quick on this galaxy. And this is going to be a Bode's galaxy, by the way. I think it's like 12,000 light years away, if I remember right. I don't even remember anymore. Do not even remember. Bode's. Somewhere out there. Oh, we're way out of focus, though. Look how bad that focus is. See if we can focus any better. Yeah, it's way out of focus. Someone forgot to tell me to focus. I know you guys probably can't see that very well, huh? And kind of bring it over. See how the stars look like donuts? Way out of focus. Go the right way. Go more and more. Basically, we want them to be dots. If we can get there. Let's go quite a bit. Getting closer. Slow it down. A little more. It's actually not horrible. Probably got one more. Starting to see some of the faint stars. Alright, let's check that. Let's see if this is a little better. 10-second. Let's take like a quick 15-second photo and see how it looks. Man, the smiles are right. Absolutely. Whoa! Someone forgot to tell me to turn that off. What are you guys doing to me? Alright. You know what? That was bright. I'm stuck instead. My bad. Flashbang. Stacked images, stacked video frames. Yep, that is correct. Here, what we're doing is we're taking a long exposure, though. So this is the 30-second exposure, leaving the lens open on the camera for 30 seconds, or kind of like what cell phones do when you do night exposure, where you take those longer exposures, like 3-second, 5-second, 10-second. All right, looks like we got a little bit better here. It's starting to come in a little bit better. Kind of move it over a little way. There's still quite a bit of a... I can't tell. We could even have really thin clouds right now, too. Or I'm just out of focus, but I can see it there. Yo, hey, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. Oh, your room's very dark and I just flashbang here. No, that's horrible. That is horrible. Hi, Annette. How you doing? Good evening. Brightness down a smidge, maybe. Actually, I could. Getting some weird glare on it, though. I think everything's just way too cold right now. No settings off that I can see. Or on, I should say. Pixel remover, proper. Yep. Yeah, I don't see anything. Just being funny tonight. One of those nights, dude. One of those nights. But there's a galaxy. Boat's got. Too tired still be up. Alright, sounds good, Christopher. Have a good night, brother. Have a good night, man. Alright, let me come back over here. Let's do it. Let's go for what we were trying to go for now. Trim some brightness here real quick. Zoom out. You can still see that galaxy out there. A little bit of nothing almost. Alright, let me try for this. Let's try for 3i. Now Christopher's leaving, we can go for 3i, y'all. Have a good night, brother. Alright, swinging across the sky here. See tree branches being illuminated by the light. We gonna be in the trees or no? I can't tell. Looks like we might be still in the trees. Grab a quick exposure. Good night, brother. Just enjoy the view. I got you. That's awesome. Oh, that's so bright. Dang, sorry, y'all. I think we're in the trees too much still. I can only see about 3 stars, so there's no way I could get the 3i to come in just yet. Still a while away. Dang it. Dang it. Let me try for this target real quick. Let's go over here real quick. Let's see if we're in the tree still over here. I can see stuff. Oh my goodness. Is there enough stars here? I don't think so. Oh yeah, there is. Maybe there is. I think we're right at the top of the trees though. See if it moves us far enough up. and take a longer photo. Yeah, I can barely see it in there. I don't know if you guys can kind of see the galaxy right in the center. I can barely see it. I wonder if we got a little bit of dew on the scope. That's a possibility. That's a possibility. I don't have the dew heater on. Right there's a little bit of dew on the scope. Let's look. Let me shoot the telescope this way real quick. We'll take a look. Blue. Let me bring it this way. I want to turn down the brightness because we're going to be looking at the wall, at the observatory wall here. Or close to. See if we have any dew on it. Okay, let me look. 2 seconds. I don't know if y'all seen that. That's more than dew. That is frost on the lens. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Nothing I can do with that. Ain't nothing I can do with that. Yo, South Tour, what up, brother? How you doing, man? How's your night, brother? Dude, thank you so much, by the way. Yeah, there's frost on the lens. Could you see it or no? I'm not sure if you guys were able to see the frost or not. That's a horrible situation because I cannot just apply a bunch of heat to it all of a sudden. That pretty much means the night is here. Hi, Toe, how you doing? Keyboard control. For the most part, yeah. It all goes through the planetary system in here. Cartus do so. Oh, you couldn't see the frost on it? I thought you could. It is all bad. Let me bring it back down a little bit. Let me see if I can bring it down. I'm going to turn down the camera, the main camera, though. You can see the frost on the telescope. It is all bad. There's no way I can turn on the dew heater. Let me turn down the brightness on here. Actually, let me pause that camera. Let me take it out of live view for a minute. I'll show it to you. It's all bad. Here's not in frame. Which picture? The one on the top? To the telescope itself. Alright, let me see if I can pick it up. Where's my flashlight? Oh, right here. Okay, 2 seconds. I'll show you the frost on it. Basically a good night to call tonight. Yeah, this thing's frozen. Ain't no way I could even try to apply heat to it now. Yeah, it's really cold here. Alright, y'all. Well, I think that's it. I'm gonna shut everything down, call it a night. Hopefully, when's the next one? How can you keep it dew heater? I just don't have it turned on. I should have turned it on tonight. But usually you run your dew heater and it applies heat to the actual mount, or to the front of the telescope. When's the next time that we can go live? It looks like clouds come in tonight, so tonight's not good. Either Wednesday night or Thursday night look really good. Wednesday or Thursday night. So hopefully Wednesday night. Yeah, it is ice, yeah. Have an amazing night, y'all. Thanks for hanging out. Clear skies to y'all. Be awesome, be kind. Don't be a flat earther. Good night.